Awesome and amazing morning, everybody. I am super fired up, super excited to be here. And while we are on this incredible Super Saturday, do me a favor and jump up into the chat section. Let us all know where you are watching from. I need you to bring the energy to this event because events will do for your business, which you could never do alone. And this Super Saturday is an event, and high energy equals high income. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Candice Bird Davis, 500K affiliate here with My Daily Choice. And I'm excited that you showed up on this Super Saturday because we have an incredible theme that is going on for the entire month of March. And it is called March Madness. And listen, we are not talking about basketball, okay? But we are going to talk about full court presses today. When we talk about madness, we're talking about MAD. Do me a favor and on your notebook on the left hand side of the page, write down the letters MAD. We're talking about mad momentum, okay? We are talking about mad action. We are talking about mad moves in business. So, what does the word mad mean? Motivated and determined. So, today you are motivated and determined. You have showed up to this Zoom because you want something else out of your business. And I promise you, on this Zoom today, you are going to get it. So, listen, I am just your host today. I am not your presenter. But MDC family, I want you to get ready for the ultimate Mad Marchness event today. I'm going to be honest with you. We got an MDC All-Star stepping up to the court first today, this morning, this beautiful morning. And if network marketing were a championship bracket, I promise you this man would be in the Final Four every single year. No contest, okay? With multi seven figures in earning, building global team domination, next level leadership, he isn't just playing the game. Let's just be honest. He's rewriting the entire playbook. So when it comes to duplication, okay, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to momentum, this man is running the full court press. He's helping entrepreneurs break through limits. He's closing the gaps, and he's even winning on the winning shots of his business. So listen, MDC family, I want you to take notes. I want you to get your pen and paper. I want you to take copious notes. I want you to get locked in. And I want you to bring that championship energy because I have the pure privilege and the complete honor of introducing my friend to the line first tonight, none other than Jefferson Santos. So, Jefferson, can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear, Candace. Thank you so much. That is what an amazing introduction. I can't wait to hear what I'm going to say. Listen, I'm going to hand all that back to you. You're an amazing leader in this company now, MDC. Candace, how long have you been with the company now?
I have been with the company for almost 6.5 years now.
Yeah, 6.5 years, 500K affiliate. Her husband's a 500K affiliate, and also one of our brand partners as well. She's going to come back and speak a little bit about building and also a little bit about her brand as well and bring her back. But thank you so much, Candace, for that. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. This is one of my favorite times of the week is Saturday mornings. People are at home. They're in their pajamas. Now, I know if you're in Europe or that part of the world, it's already nighttime for you. You might be about to go out or you're building still in your at home or whatever, but we're glad that you're here with us today. And I want to honor you. I want to welcome you to the MDC family, whether you came in through Akashics, you came in through HempWorks, Body Melt, Dream Trips, whatever. We're glad that you're here. And what we do on these Saturdays is we break things down for you as far as how to build. We feature some new brands. We do some interviews featuring people that just hit new ranks. How did they do it? What was their mindset? What were they thinking? All these different things. And I want you to understand this is that training is like a meal. You need to eat multiple times a day and every day throughout your whole life, right? Just like taking a shower, taking a bath. It wears off, meaning, okay, you have to, repetition's the mother of skill, right? The learning is in the doing. So whatever you learn today, okay, there's going to be a lot we're going to throw at you, but I want you to pick 3 things from today. Put the word 3 in the chat. Okay, put the word 3 in the chat or the number 3 in the chat. Pick 3 things today and then go apply them. Okay. And then after you apply those 3 things, go back in your notes and apply another 3 things, right? Don't overwhelm yourself, but like, hey, what do I do? We're going to throw a lot at you. Some of it's going to pertain more to Akashics, more to Dream Trips, all the above with MDC, all the different things, because we are a house of brands. And that's what makes us very unique in this economy, in this network marketing world, affiliate world, is that we have a variety of things and gears we could shift into. And what's been exploding, obviously, as of the last year has been the Akashics and also the trade and travel combo as well. But that's been exploding as well. And so here's my mindset, guys. Listen, I've been in network marketing. Next month, it'll be 29 years. That's crazy. 29 years I've been in network marketing and I've seen a lot of cycles. I've seen a lot of seasons. with myself personally and within teams and also within companies. And so I think one of the biggest things is recognizing patterns, especially those of you that are trading in Akashics, recognizing those patterns, right? All those different things. And I've seen the pattern of the seasons, right? Every time after a winter, you have a spring. After spring, there's summer, and then fall and winter again. So if you're in a winter in your business, guess what happens after winter? Spring. Technically, we're almost in spring in the Northern Hemisphere over here, right? And if you're not already sprinting at full bore right now, you need to be sprinting right now. Some people, and that's okay, they wait for a training like this at the beginning of the month. They wait for something, maybe they're upline to do something or whatever, to get permission to actually get going. Guess what? Give yourself the permission to be successful. Give yourself the permission to get into action right now, because you're the CEO of your business. Don't look up, don't look down. Look at yourself in the mirror and go, okay, put my check in the drawer, whether I'm making 0 or I'm making 10,000 a month or 100,000 a month. It doesn't matter. That was the past. What are you doing today? And how are you leaning into this month of how you're going to attack this month? And I love the word March Madness, because there is a method to Josh and Jenna's madness. There is a method, okay, to Maddie and Ali's madness, to John Harebna's madness, to Candace Bert Davids's madness, to Abdullah and Jay's madness, right? To Simon's madness. There's a method, okay, of how we do things. And guess what? There's multiple millions of ways to hit rank. There's millions of ways to be successful. Okay. And what today is about is featuring the thought processes and perspectives of how, because one little thing that's been said could unlock something for you. You might be coming to the training today with 5 numbers of a 6 combination lock, and you're like about to turn that corner. Your anticipation, you're like listening, leaning in, anticipating that nugget, and you're going to get it if you're listening. And I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to step on some toes right now. Okay. This was said to me, so I'm passing it on to you. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. The reason why a lot of times you're not where you want to be is you don't listen enough. You hear the information, but you don't apply it. You hear it at a level and you're like, oh, I know. That is the worst thing you can think in your mind. And the worst thing you could say is, I know. What do you know? What do I know? Every day I learn something new. I've been in this business for 29 years. Okay. Network marketing. I learned something new about myself. I learned something new about the business and a nuance about it every single day. And I want you to have that same curiosity, because if you want to touch the rim of greatness, okay, and you want to look at your horizon line of success, and you want to get to that 6, 7, 8 figure rare air that a Robert Hollis and a John Haremza are in, you got to stay curious. You have to just, okay, why did he say that? Why are they doing this? And this person that just hit 50K, what are they doing? Or how are they thinking? We've got that here for you today. Okay. We've got a new dream trip we're going to release to Playa del Carmen today. We got a new trip that we just released to Greece that a lot of Europeans are booking right now. We've already sold out the first room block. We're about to sell out the second room block in Greece at the end of May. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay. We got some surprise guests that are here that you'll hear from in just a little bit. So what I would do is just eliminate all distractions, put your phone on silent, get your notepad out, start taking notes. Hopefully you have been, because the training has already started, right? Every time any one of these leaders are saying something, you have to be thinking, am I doing that? Okay, I am. All right. Am I doing it consistently? Okay. Am I doing it in excellence? You have to ask yourself, you got to dig a little deeper here, y'all. Because if you want to touch that rim of greatness, we have to get after it, especially this month, because right now is the biggest building season in the network marketing seasons ever. Right now in March, the flowers are going to start to bloom. It's starting to get warmer in certain climates, right? I'm not talking about the equator. It's always warm over there, but you know what I'm saying? In the Northern Hemisphere, it's starting to get warmer, right? And what you want to do is when the light turns green, which it already has, you want to be moving at 55 miles an hour or 60 miles an hour or 100 miles an hour. You don't want to be just getting off the starting line when the light turns green. Okay. And so how do some of these top earners hit rank and duplicate so fast? It starts with them, and it starts with collapsing timeframes. And so the question is, how many people do you have on this training right now? Okay. And one last thing, as we unfold today for you, there's going to be things that you're going to learn. And I don't want you to be going, oh, so-and-so should be learning it. You need to be learning it. That's one thing. Another thing my mentor punched me in the face with. Okay. Don't be thinking about anybody else, but how do you get better? Because that's leadership starts with you. It starts from within. Right. And so I've got a first guest I want to bring on right now. He is a surprise guest. Nobody knows he was going to be on here. He just hit the 50K rank. And this guy's amazing. We actually hung out in Dubai on the convention/dream trip back in October. And Tippa, I think you were like a 1K or a 5K back then. I'm not sure. But Tippa over there in Minnesota, listen, man, I heard your story several times here. You were staying up till obviously 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., getting those last sales in to hit 50K. In the month of February, a short month, a month where some people were sleeping, you went after it and you came in through the entire holidays and you capitalized on February, man. So I appreciate you being here today and I'm excited that you're here, brother. So let me unmute you real quick. Go ahead and unmute yourself. And what's up, buddy?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bro. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. So what rank were you at when we were hanging out in Dubai? Because you had just got started in like August or September, right?
Yeah, I was at the 10K rank.
Okay, so you're at 10K, right?
Yeah.
And then after October, there's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, where typically a lot of people just relax or whatever. But walk us through your mentality, okay, from when you started here at Akashics and MDC for the last few months, and then what you did to hit 50K, my friend.
Totally. So I started with MDC and Akashics towards the end of August, right? Flew over to Vegas with some of my partners to go meet Josh, Jenna, corporate staff, and a couple of other key players. But I've been in this industry for about 4 years now, on and off. In the last 2-3 years, I really decided to take it serious and decided to become a professional. So throughout that time, it's been a very tumultuous journey. Lots of lessons. I've been a part of 4 different platforms other than this. And I can say that coming into this space, the biggest thing is because I'm more focused on the trading side of things. And I saw that helping people and focusing on serving others, most people don't have the consistency and discipline to last long enough to get past that learning curve for trading, right? And when I saw the simple system of tap to trade and how smooth the education was in the platform, and then I got to meet Josh and Jenna and everybody else, I'm like, wow. This is phenomenal. It was almost too good to be true. And then I came in, I saw that it was real. And since then, you got to put all your chips in when you make a decision like that, especially because it's my first platform.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. Like when you just said it sounded too good to be true. And a lot of us have seen things like that. So what made you curious enough to actually be mature enough to be like, you know what? Yeah, it sounds too good to be true, but let me look deeper. So unpack that a little bit.
I've always been an optimistic, excuse me, I've always been an optimistic individual. So like when things sound too good to be true, most of us that are on this screen, maybe if not all of us, we're like, okay, when we see too good to be true, we see opportunity. When other people see too good to be true, they get fearful. And when you're fearful and you don't have a clear thought process and you're not open-minded, then you're just going to let opportunities pass you by. Right now, I'm only 22 years old, so the sky's the limit for me and everybody else around me. It's just the mentality that you got to have, your mindset. And we all know that success is a spiritual journey, if not anything else.
Yeah, for sure. So walk us through the holidays. Walk us through January, then leading up to February. What were you doing? Like reaching out? Obviously, we got social media, all the things. So let's walk us through some of those things that you were doing, because right now there's people listening in. They just joined yesterday. They just joined last week. You just hit 50K, right? Like they want to know, like, what are some of the things that you were thinking and or doing leading up through the holidays and also to your rank?
Totally. I think it all begins with preparation. With this business, it's not about going out and hunting people and finding these leads when it is, but it's not like you go reach out and you try to close them right away. And oftentimes you're building these relationships, sowing and reaping. And throughout my entire process, especially since I decided to become a professional, I've just been sowing and reaping and sowing and reaping. And so now it gets to the point where when you actually put your chips all in, when you actually make that commitment, then you really start to get creative on how you can go approach certain conversations, how you can go approach certain people, funnel them in, get them to see the information. And that's our job right there. That's the main half of it. And coming into Akash X and the winter seasons, especially because I'm in Minnesota, it gets pretty cold over here in Minnesota. This is the time when you lock in, especially with the online business. And a lot of people aren't doing anything except working and getting depressed. So you give them opportunity and you give them some light.
Man, that's huge. So what are some things that you were saying? A lot of people use the cold as an excuse. Ah, it's snowing outside, it's icy, it's cold, then I'm just going to be cold, right? Some people could use that as an excuse, but obviously you did the opposite, right? You're like, you know what? Everybody's at home. They're either working or they're driving home and staying home and being warm. So what are some things that you either texted or you said to people to pique their interest and get them to look again?
It was just another level of conviction for a lot of people that have seen the opportunity before. One thing is that a lot of my business is based off of events, whether it's living room events, whether it's in-person events, we book out a venue. And so I really got good at the phone work. I really got good at inviting people to those in-person events. And one thing that gives me confidence, and if you guys aren't doing living room events, in-person events, I highly recommend you to do, because when you give the information out clearly and you just invite them to something, don't give them too much information prior. I've never had someone ever with my whole career regret coming to an event and at least seeing the information. Not one person that regretted it. Now coming into this space and seeing the opportunity that's available, you just have that next level of confidence. First, you got to believe, right? And you got to actually put in the work to see that things work, be involved in the community, show up. Accountability is a huge thing for me. I'm 22 years old. So when I got started in this space, I was 18, messing around a lot. And so I decided to host my team trainings every single Saturday. Right now, I have people here behind my computer listening to me speak. And then we have a whole Zoom call that we're doing after this, after I hop off. I started hosting these events. That was my framework with everything.
Yeah, that's huge. Putting yourself in a position to perform, right? It's easy just to do Zooms all the time. And yeah, that's a part of the business, but going back to live events, the high fives, the fist bumps and the hugs, that really creates that connection and the relationships, right? A lot of people, they talk about old school versus new school. It's a blend. It's always been a blend. And there's nothing about what is old school, building relationships. That is network marketing, right? And I know you've got a training that you're going to be popping on and doing as well. And so what if somebody is like, what did you say to people that maybe you've already approached before, maybe in a previous opportunity, or maybe you approach them like, how are you reapproaching people, or what are you saying to them, or tell me some of that thought process there.
Yeah, it depends on the person and depends on what they said about the opportunity. What maybe there's a lot of people that joined a opportunity, started learning how to trade, etc., and then they just fell off. Some people will buy whether it's like a $1,500 package and then they'll never reach back out to me ever again. I've seen a lot of what's possible out here, and sometimes it's just a matter of reconnecting, showing that you genuinely care about them, and showing them that you have something that can really help them. Whether you start pitching them right away, depending on if they are familiar with things or not, and they want to be a part of the space, or whether you just go and invite them out to eat, invite them out for coffee, and then from there just reconnect and just have a conversation. Because when you have that sort of environment, you have their guard down a little bit more, and you show them that you genuinely care, and people buy people before anything else. So if you're not someone that they perceive as a higher level leader, as someone that genuinely cares, as someone that can help them, then you're more than likely not going to appease to them and get them to start the opportunity.
That's good. And the way that you carry yourself, I remember us hanging out in Dubai and just talking about business and life and everything. And what I got from you is that you're just real. You're you and who you are. There's not the tip of that's over here and then the one that's over. You're the same person. And I think that's really refreshing. A lot of people really appreciate that. And I think that's a secret weapon you got, buddy. So that's really good. So real quick, I'm going to flash up the March Madness promo and just go through that just real quickly. And I want to get a comment from you, and then I'll let you go, man, because I know you got your other training. But let me just show this real quick for everybody. So we've got the March Madness promotion right here. And so we just completed round one. Okay. And round one, now here's the thing. If you just joined us, it's not too late. You can still sponsor one and then another two to get round one and round two. Okay. But there's 5 rounds over here. It's all month long. And the thing is about a promotion, everybody, is if you activate yourself, you activate your team. Okay. So round one was this. If you sponsored one customer or person that got the Akashics product, okay, you got April for free. Okay. So if you were on Akashics and you're on a subscription, you got April for free. So boom, there's that, right? Then round 2 was if you get 2, so you sponsored 1, now you got into round 2. And then in round 2, which is now till the 14th, you sponsor 2 more, okay? Then now you get $150 in brand bucks. That's real money you can use towards amazing brands, which you're about to hear about some new brands in a few minutes. So you want to stay tuned. There's one of them I've been taking for over a year already that just came to the marketplace, which is amazing. All right. So there's that. So once again, those of you that just joined, you could still sponsor 3, okay? 1 for round 1 to get into round 2, and then that 2 for round 2. Okay. So then you're good to go. Round 3, as you can see, is 15th to the 21st. If you go faster, it's okay. We're not going to penalize you for going faster and filling up all your rounds. Okay. You're going to get a 50K trading challenge account. 50K, you pass phase 1, phase 2. Now you have a funded account to trade with, and you keep 80% of the profits. That's nuts. Okay. So once again, it's all on you. The company is putting out this extra cash in trading and all this stuff for you and your team that you don't have to fund. The company is funding the whole thing. All right. And then round 3 is you sponsor 3. Round 4 is you sponsor another 4. So if you add 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, that's 10 personals. Now this is all going to get connected even more in a second. Okay. So now you're in round 4 and you get your whole Kashix membership waived for the whole year, y'all. That is nuts. And what's happening is everybody's sponsoring to get to round 4 and complete round 4. Everybody's sponsoring 10. Imagine your team 10xing this month. Just imagine that for a second. That's what's possible. And there's people right now that are running on this. They're not waiting. They're running on it immediately. And so now round 5, once you complete round 4, you're now into round 5. So all your personals and the personal volume, whether it's the monthlies or the yearlies, the person with the highest BV, we're going to rank the top 10 enrollers with the highest business volume. And you're going to get other prizes, 200K challenge accounts, cash, brand buck, all kinds of amazing things that you're going to get, which is really cool. All right. So I just wanted to share that with everybody real quick. And so Tippa, I know you're going to roll here in a second. We rolled out this promotion. Tell us a little bit about what were you thinking and what is you and your team doing right now based on this promotion?
Totally. First of all, within my 4 years of experience, I've never, ever seen a promotion like this, ever. And there's a few reasons why I love this promotion in the first place, guys. One, it promotes good activity. It promotes things that we should already be doing. And the crazy part is, if you are building this business, guys, 10 personals per month is what you should already be doing on average, whatever it may be. And we're just getting the extra benefit of being on this platform and just handing us all of these different prizes, guys. This whole business, right? Business in general, it's all about utilizing leverage and just this whole system that we have, this industry, and then now this promo that we have, you're getting the 50K accounts. If you really want to go hit it, you can go and get a $200,000 live, already past funded account, right? There's $200,000 of leverage in the market that you can have. So that's something that I've never, ever seen before. But what we're doing as a team, guys, first, you want to make sure that the entire team knows about this promo. And then after that, you want to make sure that they're equipped with the proper tools and how to go do it. One of the main ways that we go build this business as a team is 3-way group chats, right? The edification triangles. Another way is we have in-person events as well. We have another one coming up in a week and a half. We had one this Thursday. So we're booking out venues and then funneling all these different guests locally to our events. And then we have blitz calls every single day, pretty much, sometimes 2 a day. And there's so many opportunities for people to see the information. Now we just need to make sure that all of our affiliates, customers understand how to go and funnel these people into the opportunity calls or events. And then from there, just make sure that everybody's moving forward. You get a mass amount of people to just do the daily tasks every single day. And if you can do that, then you can build a massive organization.
That's awesome, buddy, man. I really appreciate you sharing today. Congratulations on 50K. Everybody put some hearts and fire emojis and some love for Tippa in the chats right now. That's amazing, man. Congratulations once again. And I know you get your other training, man. So appreciate you, friend. And I'll talk to you soon. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, loading, baby. All right, buddy.
Take care. Let's get it, March Madness.
Woohoo! Let's go. Guys, listen, he shared a lot. He was saying, he was talking about three-way chats. A three-way chat is you and your prospect and somebody on your team or an upline, right? Answering questions. He talked about blitzing. What is a blitz? Blitz is a multiple presentations in a day. Okay. If you're going to show one, if you do one presentation a week, then you can only show like, 4 opportunities in a month. But if you're showing 2 a day, that's 60 opportunities over a month. So that's a blitz mentality, right? And it's collapsing timeframes. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that he was saying, because I mean, he was sharing some jargon there. Now, listen, those of you that are not in Akashics, I want you to understand something. You could still learn from the promo. You could still learn about, it's your above anything else. It's your attitude about a promo. Okay. Because the company just came out with, in January, we had a promo with the marketplace and all of that Candace and JoJo and Judy and everybody and Ginger were working on. And so every time the company puts out something, it's number one, it's on yourself as a CEO of your business to learn about it. Don't ask. It doesn't matter if your upline's not promoting it or not. It's about you, okay, learning about it, okay, and then you activating yourself on it and your attitude about it, and then pushing the promotion and running on it, because it doesn't hurt anybody for you to run on the promotion. See, there's no honor in not even running on a promotion. Okay, there's honor in running on a promotion, and maybe you don't win the whole prize. Maybe you don't win the whole thing, but there's honor in just running on it. Does that make sense? And so this is one of those things in our business where people do what you do, not what you say. Okay. And for those of you that are building Akashics, obviously everything's laid out. Okay. But there's something else that is tied, okay, to you earning trips. That's tied to you earning money that has to do with Akashics or Brand Bucks or the brands, the new brands that we have coming out. Okay. So I'm going to share that right now. And some of you are familiar with the runway. Some of you don't know what the runway is. Basically call it a Dream Trips reward program. Okay. So everybody, I want you to go in the chats real quick and I want you to say earn trips. Just type in earn trips. How many of you would like to earn trips? I'm going to go in there right now and I'm going to type earn trips. Earn trips. Okay. Oops. I got to be able to spell right. Hold on. Okay. Earn trips. Boom. Okay. What's better than a wholesale vacation? It's a earned vacation. And what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to share with you a couple of things and then how everything that you do, whether it's Akashics, Brand Bucks, Dream Trips, HempWorks, whatever it is, how you can earn trips. Okay. And then I'm going to show with you a new trip that just came out. All right. So let's do this real quick. Let me pull up the runway. Okay. Where's my thing here? Give me 1 second, y'all. I had it pulled up. There it is. Okay. By the way, we are recording this. Okay. So some of you are going to want to watch this again a few times so you understand, what the heck's going on and all this stuff. Right now you see it says Dream Trips Rewards Program. Okay. One of our brand partners is called Dream Trips. It's the #1 travel club in the world. They came over in May of last year. Okay. And there's trips all around the world that you can take advantage of. Okay. And so we're calling this the Earn the Dream Trips Reward Program, or we call it Runway to 25K. It's in your back office right here. Some of you are wondering, what the heck is that? This is what it is. Okay. Some of you are sleeping on this and your teams are sleeping on it because you don't understand it. So I'm going to break it down for you real quick and tie it all together with all the different brands that we have. Okay. If you could see on the right-hand side of your screen, it says level 1. When you complete level 1, you earn $250 towards a dream trip. That's real money towards a dream trip. Okay. If you complete level 2, you have $500, $750, or up to $1,500 towards any dream trip whenever the heck you want to go. Okay. So this is pretty cool. All right. Now the qualification period is every 90 days. So the day that you start, you have 90 days to complete your runway. So when people ask me, Jefferson, what do you do when you get somebody started? I show them that they can earn a trip in 90 days if they get after it. That's what I do. And guess what? I don't care if they're promoting Akashics. I don't care if they're promoting HempWorks. It doesn't matter. Volume is volume. We are in a volume compensation plan. Okay. And so that's what's amazing about this. And so level 1 is you have 1,000 in new business volume that you've personally enrolled. Okay. Now that kind of looks like the exact amount of business volume if you complete March Madness this month. The runway is 90 days, but March Madness is this month. So if you complete round 1, 2, 3, and 4, guess what? You just earned level 1 on the runway. So you're double dipping. Okay. And then if they go out and do the same thing, okay, you're going to earn level 2, 3, and 4. Now, what does that mean? That means right here, when you complete level 1, you have 250 and then 500, 750 up to 1500. I'm repeating myself a lot here because literally I've talked to leaders 3 times since we came out with the runway. And it was the 3rd time it clicked for them. They're like, wait a second, I've already earned some money towards a trip, or I need to look at my runway to see what I've earned already. Cause I got these dream trips coming up. Cause I'm about to show you, we got a dream trip in Greece and we have a dream trip in Playa del Carmen coming up. Okay. So check this out. Oh, by the way, if you're new and you go off after this runway in 90 days, you're earning $4,100 in rank bonuses and $1,930 in jumpstart bonuses. That's over $6,000 you're going to earn in money plus a trip. Hello? Plus $6,000 in money plus a trip, y'all. This is crazy. Okay. So this has to do with your enrollment team, not your binary, with your enrollment team. Okay. This is really important. So lean in here. Check it out. Level 1 is who you personally enroll. Okay. So it's 90 days. Okay. You could see everybody has a different time block. There's a bunch of us that were in before May that were all on the same 90-day track. Everybody like after August 1st. Okay. That came in after August 1st. You're on your own time track. It says it right there in your back office under Runway Tracker. So level 1 is what you do. That's what you can control. That's why if you run on March Madness right now, you're going to complete level 1. Now, while you're doing that, your level 1 people, they're focusing on their level 1, which is your level 2. And then your level 2 people are focusing on their level 1, which is your level 3, and so on and so forth. This is your enrollment team. Okay. So what does that look like as far as Akashics? March Madness right here. Boom, 10 personals. You've completed level 1. You got 250 towards a dream trip. If they duplicate a little bit, you have 30 new ones on your set level 2 that came from your level 1. You now have 500 towards a dream trip, and so on and so forth. And that's how you complete all 4 levels. Well, Jefferson, what if I don't complete all 4 levels in my 90-day run? It doesn't matter. Whatever level you've completed is what you get. That's nice, right? It's not like you lost because you didn't complete all 4 levels. You just got 250 or 500 towards a trip. And there's a lot of you that already have 1,500 towards a dream trip. Okay. This is crazy. Here's the annual. I just switched the numbers on. You look at the annual. If you're selling the annual, it's 2. You sell 2 annuals. You've completed level 1. Okay. They duplicate a little bit. Boom. All of a sudden you've completed level 2. It's not many people, if you're duplicating annuals, for you to get $1,500 towards a dream trip. Okay. This is nuts. I haven't done the BV for the new travel and trade, but the travel and trade BV is 700 BV. So it's even less people if you're selling the travel and trade annual. Okay. So that's pretty cool, right? This is a blend between the priority and the standard. It's like a mix between that. Let me show you this. Those of you that are selling brand bucks. Okay. Look at this. 4 on your first level, duplicating that. Okay. Or some of you are selling bigger packages on the brand bucks. It's less. Okay. So it doesn't matter what you're marketing. What I would do though, is either I'm selling Akashics or the trade and travel package, or I'm selling brand bucks. That's the best bang for the buck because people can go shop with the brand bucks, all these amazing brands that you're about to hear about. Okay. So that's how the runway works. And that's how you earn your trip. Okay. So let me see if there's anything else on here. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So now I'm going to go back over here to this other keynote and show you the goodies. Okay, here we go. All right. So we have a trip. Actually, I'm gonna talk about the Greece one first, and then I'm gonna tell you about the Playa del Carmen one, because the Greece one's more for everybody in the European markets, UK and Europe. Okay. And I know we've got myself and my wife, Mark and Tammy, are going to Greece. We've got Abdullah, Sandhu, Jay, Rupa, Mandeep, the whole team from UK. We got Simon and Jackie and Timu and Andre from Germany going there, which is amazing. So this is a trip to Greece at the end of May for those of us in the European UK markets. Okay. Now, if you want to go to Greece, you can go to Greece too. But right now, there's some of you that have already earned this trip. We've got people from Nigeria and Adwu and Uriel. they're coming from Nigeria with their teams up to Greece. Okay. And you can also use your Dream Trip points. So those of you that have annual trade and travels, or you've got points already you can use. So here's how you can do this, y'all. Listen to me real quick. You could take your trip. Okay. It's $4.99, 5 days, 4 nights. Okay. And you can use your runway money towards that. And you can use 112 points for the entire, because it's 2 people. So it's like basically $1,000. You knock it down 112. So like you're a little bit less than $800. I mean, a little bit less than $900. Then you apply your runway money. I mean, you're literally going on this trip for pennies on the dollar. Now, once again, this trip is specifically for the European UK markets, but anybody can go. Okay. But we've already sold out the first room block, and we're working on the second room block to sell out. And we're looking at a resort takeover, y'all. This is amazing. Imagine the videos and pictures of all of us in Halkidiki, Greece. This is at the end of May. It's amazing. Now, that is that trip. Okay, so we have another trip that is for the people in North America. Okay, and we're finalizing the price right now. Okay, but I want to show a video of a dream trip that I've already done to this resort. Okay, a few years ago. I'm going to show the video. All right. And then I'm going to give you the details on this trip. And so this is really exciting. And then we got obviously some more training and all that stuff for you guys. So, hey, let me do a little pulse check-in real quick. You guys excited? Let me look in the, yeah, I can see the chats. That's amazing. Very cool. All right. So here we go. Let me get this video queued up for you. There we go. Boom, boom. Here we go.
If you're feeling lost, like you've given all you've got and you just can't pull through, don't look down in despair. I said the sky, you'll find me there, shining down on you. Ooh, I'll be the first siren in the night and the last one to leave. Oh, and then the dark will be the only light that you need.
Hi, my name is Nigel,
And my name is Elizabeth.
and this is our very first dream trip, and it's been amazing. Just walking into the room, it's an amazing suite. I fell in love immediately.
From day zero, we had a host telling us exactly what we needed to know from the country, making sure we had transportation, making sure we had our rooms, room services. Everything has been set up for us.
It's been absolutely spectacular, and I think everyone should be here.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Brian Ramirez. This is my 51st dream trip. It's been incredible. I love this place. The food, the quality of the food here has been amazing.
Hi, my name is Giselle Morales, and this is my 3rd dream trip. All the activities, the excursions, the kids love it. Absolutely fantastic, and best of all, you get to have a great time with all of your friends.
How you doing, everybody? Dale Hughes, my beautiful wife Arlene. We're here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico at the Azul Fives.
And for me, it's absolutely just the gorgeous surroundings and the ability to go into the ocean or into the swimming pool. I have my own private pool outside of our room, and it's beautiful at night, just beautifully lit. It's just perfect.
Hey guys, hanging out on a dream trip with my awesome friends over here. We just finished the dream trip at the Fives with our family over here. Pretty
Yeah.
fun time, huh?
Been here a bunch of times. We love coming back here. It's kid friendly. The food is great. It's just a really good time. So we recommend come to the Fives.
Yeah, come on out. You should be here. Boom, there we go. Listen, guys, we have about 100, I think there's about 150 rooms. I'm sorry, there's 50 rooms that are blocked, okay? And if everybody jumped on right now, it would sell out, all right? So what I've done is the dates, I'm about to show the information on it. It's June 23rd to the 27th, okay, in Playa del Carmen. All right, that exact resort. You saw the gym there, you saw the food. It's a gourmet all-inclusive, which means they have a Thai restaurant, they have a French restaurant, they've got a tequila, a whole bar. Like that, this place is amazing. What I'm seeing in the resort world is everybody's competing. They're getting the Four Seasons chef, and they're getting him over here, and they're recruiting, and they're leveling up. So it's not just your typical Mexico all-inclusive. This is in gourmet all-inclusive, okay? There's restaurants there. You get reservations. We have buffets there, but everything is well elevated on the food side. The beach is amazing. Some of us have been on that trip before, but I wanted to show that video so you could see the grounds, the rooms. The gym is amazing. Those of you that like to work out and the spa is amazing as well. And so it's a great place. So let me pull up the info here. Once again, we do not have the price yet, but I will give you a roundabouts, okay, of what's going on. So what does it include? There are the dates. Okay, we do have Dream Trip points. You're going to allow, we're finalizing the contract right now, and I'm going to give you a special text number to opt into so you could get first dibs to get this Dream Trip because we only have 50 rooms and it's going to sell out. All right. So this includes the welcome reception that you saw in the video, the farewell. It's going to be a farewell party, DJ on the beach, a white party on the beach with a DJ and a bar and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have major discounts on spa services. We're going to have two excursions. We're working on two excursions. One of them is a private catamaran, not where you're with random people. This whole catamaran is going to be us, and we might have to get two catamarans, and we'll be sailing together. Just the video and pictures are going to be amazing. Okay. And then, so we have, and the round trip airport transfer. So your transportation from the airport to the resort and from the resort back to the airport, that's included as well. If you were to stack all this up, you're looking at about, this is still high season. It's summertime, end of June. Okay. It's going to be retail wise, you're looking at about $1,700. Okay. We have the price under $1,000. It might be even under $950. Okay. Closer to 900 could be, that's the roundabouts. Okay. So less than 1,000, probably going to be less than 950. Okay. And so we're finalizing all the stuff. But if you were to add all that into the trip, all the time and the inconvenience of trying to plan all that stuff, you're going to be, first of all, you're going to be bald because you're pulling your hair out, trying to organize all that, right? Let alone spending almost $2,000 on that trip per person. We're going to get it for less than 1,000. It's going to be amazing. So here's what I want to put together for you guys. So I want you to take that phone number right now. Okay. Take a screenshot of this. Okay. Get your phone out right now. And I want you to text the word Playa. That's it. No quotes, no names, no emojis. Text the word Playa to that phone number. Okay. And then you're going to get an opt-in. Okay. When you get the opt-in, I just want you to say, I opted in, or I'm in, or whatever in the chat. Okay. So it's going to take about a minute for you to get the reply back. But here's why we're doing this. We're doing this because we only have 50 rooms. We might be able to get more. I'm not sure though. I don't think so because it's high season. There's a lot of, the resort is sold out on many dates. So we're able to secure 50 rooms for us. And so this is important for us to know who is really serious, who wants to come down to Playa del Carmen with Megan and myself, Mark and Tammy. I know we've got Kenny Rossi and we got a lot of different teams that are descending down. If mentally that you're going for sure, okay, put yourself in the chat. I'm going to Playa del Carmen. Probably Peso, Jay Peso and his crew, and a lot of those guys, probably Dwayne, probably Julian. A lot of those guys are going to be doing that. I'm going to leave that up for there for a second. I'm looking in the chat real quick. All right, cool. I'm scrolling down. Who else? Okay, opted in. JoJo's in. Awesome. Peso's in. Let's go. Jaya's in. Okay, I see Hollis. Okay, he revealed himself. He's one of our special guests towards the end of the training here. Okay, this is amazing. I see Ginger in there. Very cool. Yeah, make sure you opt in. Ty Sharp. What's up, Ty? I see everybody. Naomi, Camila, Perfect. Okay, so we got Greece and we've got Playa del Carmen. Okay, so we got Greece for all the Europeans and people coming in up from Africa, Nigeria, and UK, all that. Now, Megan and I, we're going to both. We're going to Greece and we're going to Playa del Carmen because this is a life that we wanted to build. We wanted to build a business where we can make money when we're traveling around the world. We could trade and travel. We could trade the markets from our phones, from the beach, from 30,000 feet in the air, on the mountains, whatever, and travel and trade. That's what we wanted to build our life around that. And hopefully you do too. All right. So that is, I'm going to flash it up one more time, that phone number. So you have it right there. Flash it up one more time. Make sure you opt in if you want to get first dibs on rooms there. You'll get the link. You'll log into your Dream Trips your MDC back office to get to your Dream Trips thing. Obviously, you have to be a Dream Trip member to get on the Dream Trip, right? And so you can apply your runway dollars there. Okay. So MDC is sending a fresh list to Dream Trips every week. All right. You can look in your back office at your runway and see where you're at. But some of you have already earned this trip. Some of you are going to get the trip half off, even though it's already an amazing trip. Okay. And so make sure you opt in there on the text to grab that and all of that. Okay. So going once, going twice. Okay. There we go. All right. So I got another guest here that I'm going to bring on. And this guy is just cranking this business. His name is Noah Ortiz. He lives in the Scottsdale area. I think he's in Dallas today with the new team that he's working with. And Noah he's a great speaker. He's a great builder. He's a young new leader in this industry of network marketing, and he's just blazing a trail over here. We got to hang out in Dubai as well. It was your birthday. It was a crazy birthday for you. It was your birthday. You hit 50K that day, and then you went to Abu Dhabi over to see the UFC fights with Josh and some of the guy and Maddie and Joey and all that stuff. So that was epic to see that and see you celebrated like that, man. That was amazing. But Noah, real quick, you've seen a lot this morning already. Obviously, March Madness promotion. Your team is cranking. You're cranking. What's your attitude right now? And once again, we have a lot of people here that are in Akashics, but that are just building their business with MDC, right? So from a leadership perspective, Noah, share with us your energy, your attitude about this month right now, this springtime of building as you're maximizing this month. Noah, what's up, man?
I appreciate you having me, man. It's always nice getting to share a little bit and working alongside you. I look up to you, man. You got a solid framework built here, and I can only imagine what it's like to be able to have the impact you've had. So I'm just here to chase greatness alongside the rest of the community.
We can definitely do a Zoom. Let's set it up.
Oh, I don't know if that was intended, but nonetheless, yeah, man, just to give you guys a little bit of it, my energy and my attitude towards this, whether you're in Akashics or not. March is a big month. It's 31 days in the month. I used to be in the car business for a while. March was always a big month there. When I was doing financial advising, when I first got done with school, March was always a big month there. It's like closing out close to Q1 of the year. And the way I see it, it's March Madness, regardless of what platform you're pushing, whether it's Akashics or Dream Trips or anything else. And for me, what I want to do is just run through some information that I've taken from, I think, someone that everyone else probably knows inside of the network marketing space. His name's Eric Worre. And if you guys know anything about him, go pro, and you know the academy where you can go and try to become an all-star inside of the space and a professional. And I've been doing this for less than 2 years still. The end of March will be my second year inside of this industry, and I would rather do nothing else, to tell you the truth. But I remember being on one of his calls where he was talking about how to go out and personally enroll people and how to get your energy level up and how to clear the deck so that you can go out there, have an impact, and fast track your success. And the first thing that he talked about is inside of network marketing in particular, success loves speed, and slow and steady does not win the race. And when I heard him say that, it hit me like a truck, because a lot of times people will tell you to be consistent and to stay close to the fire and to make sure you're on all the calls. But if you're not doing the income producing activities, and if you're not planning your day in a way where you can prioritize the things that are going to help you excel and get to the next level, you'll stay on this merry-go-round inside of the industry where you remain at the same level, the same rank, and you're not necessarily progressing. And so progress, in my mind, is where not only are you consistent, but you're putting in the work. And so what I want to do is run through a framework and something that you guys may be able to utilize through the rest of this month, and something that I've given to my team and that I'm currently doing myself, so that you can have the absolute most time and the most success inside of March. And so obviously with the Akashics and what we're doing right now with this March Madness promo, it's insanity. And the first company that I was in, just to make this really clear, it was a little bit of a wild ride for me. The price to get started was over double the price. There was no prop firm challenges granted to people when they got started. There was no tap to trade. When you became an affiliate inside of the company, you had to pay for your monthly subscription, so you didn't get to stay free. There was a lot of things that created barriers for someone to go out there and to fast track this and to skip ranks and to collapse timeframes. And so if you're inside of this space, and if you are inside of Akashics and you're pushing what we're doing there, I want you guys to understand that if I could go back and I could start my network over again inside of Akashics and inside of My Daily Choice with Josh and Jenna leading the way, and how attentive they are to creating new technology and new promotions all the time, I don't even know how fast I could have gone here. But if you are inside of this company right now, and especially if you're early on in your journey, take advantage of this. And even if you're not in Akashics, take advantage of this. The energy and the momentum inside of this company right now is everything. And so we hear the word momentum thrown around all the time. And a lot of times it's a bunch of committed people, or it's a bunch of people on the same page. No, momentum is a bunch of excited, and I can see it in the chats, and I can see all over inside of the telegrams. And when we do the MDC calls every month, that there's a lot of energy and a lot of excited people inside of this company. And so with that excitement, what I want to do is run you guys through a little bit of a preparation that you can take yourself and your team through, so that you guys can go there and have the most success in March. And so if you guys want to write a list, you can certainly take notes on this. This is something that I took from one of the best to ever do it in Eric Worre. So this is not me, but I always like to try to give the information that's helped me at least excel to a certain extent at my time already. And the first thing is, what is your commitment during March? And so this isn't you saying, I'm going to try to hit 1K affiliate. This isn't you saying, I'm going to try to enroll 10 people. This isn't you saying, I'm going to try to pass round 1 of the Akashics promotion. This is a commitment. This is do or die. This is life or death. This is back against the wall. Pressure creates diamonds. Go and get it done. And so I encourage you guys to write out your commitment on a piece of paper, man. There's something about taking a pen, putting it on paper, and writing out in detail what you're going to do. If you're in this call right now and you want to utilize this month of March the way that I'm utilizing this month, then get out the piece of paper and write it down. By March 31st, 2025, I will be an active 10K affiliate inside of My Daily Choice. By March 31st, 2025, I will pass round 4 and reach the top 10 on the leaderboard to get a funded challenge through TradeX Mastery with Akashics. By March 31st, 2025, I'm going to go and enroll, 10 yearly subscriptions and pay for my next dream trip to Mexico with Jefferson and all of the leadership by the end of this month. What is your commitment? And so most people operate in this frame where you get started and you're just going through the day-to-day flow. But if you don't know where you're going, you can't get there. I was just talking to a few of the guys here inside of the Airbnb. One of them just hit 5K affiliate in his first month ever in network marketing. The other one's right there with them. And so these guys are going to pack out a room of about 50 to 100 people in their first 60 days, which is really cool. And so I was just talking to them about this, man. But your mind is a GPS. And if you don't plug in the destination, you can't get there. It's like if I asked you guys if you could get to the nearest McDonald's outside of your state without looking it up. It sounds crazy, but that's the way life is. So if you don't have a commitment inside of your head in terms of where you're going and what you're trying to check off the list, you can't do it. It's not possible. So I encourage you guys, write out commitment. For number 1, what is your commitment? The number 2 thing is, what is your sacrifice? And so I remember when the first time I ever got a chance to share a little bit of my success on a stage in Croatia in front of 8,000 people, first time ever outside the United States, 5 months into network marketing, I remember saying this, and Ed Mylett says it best, man. Michael Jordan said this as well. Michael Jordan says, leadership and winning have a price, and that price is sacrifice. And if you listen to Ed Mylett, if you don't know that name, I encourage you to look him up. From my knowledge, he's got about $800 million to $1 billion, and he made his way in network marketing. So I will always follow him. But he always says winning is more fun than fun is fun. And so during the month of March, there's a lot of cool things going on. There's March Madness if you're watching basketball. But I can promise you, there's nothing like going out there and getting wins in your own life. It's not temporary. All of the fun goes, man. After the month of March, it's over. And then you're waiting for next month. You go and you hit 10K affiliate, your life may change forever. If you do what I did, for example, and you tune out all of the noise and you write down your sacrifices. What am I willing to give up? Who am I willing to cut out? What am I willing to sacrifice? Get rid of the vices, the temptations, clear those decks in your life right now. I truly believe success is an elimination process. It's not about when people ask you, or they ask Jefferson, hey man, how did you get there? How did you build teams of 100,000 plus people? How did you make 10, 20 million in this industry? How did you get right like Robert Hollis and make 60 million in this industry? How'd you do it? The thing is, they could try to give you all the details of how they did it, but I can guarantee you most of them would just tell you what they didn't do. And so it's an elimination process, man. And I think that's what sacrifice really is. What is the temporary fulfillment, the fun, the vices, and things like that that are holding you back? Write those things down for number 2. Number 3, ask others to sacrifice with you. If you have a significant other, if you have a husband, a wife, kids, if you're at a job, if you, I don't know, if you're in school, if you have coaches, if you have teachers, go to these people that deserve a little bit of your time and ask them to sacrifice with you. If it's a significant other in your life, hey, during the month of March, there's a lot of good things going on within the company. You and I both know where we want to go, right? We want the mansions, we want the nice cars, we want the luxuries in life, we want the freedom to be able to travel and go to dream trips, whatever it is for you. Make sure that your person or your teacher or your coach or your boss knows what you have as far as opportunity this month. Make it clear to them and ask them to sacrifice with you. If it's someone inside your household, that's most often what it's going to be. But just tell them, man, hey, I need to be locked in this month. I can't watch Netflix for an hour a night. Hey, son, I know normally I make it to every single one of your practices and everything like that. But hey, if I told you that at the end of this month, I could go out there and we could get a trip to Mexico and we could go and hang out on the beach for a few weeks or whatever it is, but we're going to go out and have a good time and you get to hang out with a bunch of cool people. I might have to miss a couple practices because I need to stay locked in. Is that okay with you? That's a sacrifice, but you need to ask the people inside of your life what they're willing to give up with you. So that's number 3, is ask others what their sacrifice can be. Number 4 is negotiate. This is where you have to negotiate with yourself and the people around you. How much time are you going to spend per year, per month, per hour, per day, all of it? And so through the month of March, man, you got what? We got, I don't know, a little over 20 days left in the month. So big month, right? And you got a lot of time left. So figure out for yourself. I had a mentor tell me millionaires plan in hours, billionaires plan in minutes, average people live day to day. You have 24 hours in the day. We all have the same. If Elon Musk can build robots that you can have in your home, operate the biggest space agency in the world, be doing all this Doge stuff for the government, running the biggest electric car company in the world, have 12 kids. If he can do all this in 24 hours, sure, he might have a little bit more IQ than some of us, but why can't we accomplish a few different things at once? It's priorities. And so if you aren't detailing your day-to-day, you aren't going to be able to get to the millionaire, billionaire level. For me, I want to have success. March is the month for you guys to fast track your own. So get out Google Calendar, man. For me, I had a journal when I first got started because I didn't have discipline. And so I wrote down 20 things. 10 were income producing activities, like maximizing my messages on social media, talking to 3 people in person every day, minimum of 4 stories on my Instagram, my Snapchat, my TikTok, dropping a reel, talking about dream trips and the promotions and all the different things I was excited about, all of those things. And then personal development was getting to the gym, watching an hour of personal development or listening to it at the gym, on my way to the gym, whatever, right? But that was what I did to build discipline. So I encourage you guys, right? Negotiate. What is the time that I'm willing to spend in the month of March on a daily basis? If I have a job and I work 10, 12 hours a day, I was in car sales before this, I didn't have a ton of time, but I had to prioritize it. And so I got clear on the 5-hour window, 6-hour window I had in the day, and I gave up the Netflix, the video games, the partying, the scrolling on social media, the watching the shows, all those different things so that I could use the month of March to collapse timeframes, utilizing promotions, the dream trips coming up and all the good stuff we have here to capitalize on momentum. It comes every once in a while, man. Here's the thing that I'll tell you from the time that I've been in here. It's only been here in 11 months or 12 months at this point. But what I'll tell you is momentum comes around every once in a while. And in my first year and a half, I never saw it, not once. And even in momentum, there's little periods where there's something to gravitate towards and grab onto. It's every 90 days, whether it's like you got a new leader inside of your team and you can hit the next level with them if they're willing to push with you, or maybe you have a little bit more of an incentive. Something else is out there for you to be able to go and push for. That's March. Inside of Akashics, it's the promotion. I've never seen anything like it. You guys got dream trips coming up. put some extra money in your bank account, there's always going to be something, a little nugget you can grab onto. February is a short month. January is the first month of the year, usually every 90 days. This is that 90-day period right now. So negotiate with yourself and the people around you how much time you're going to spend every single day and hold yourself to it. And so number 5 is to clear the decks, is to clear everything off of your calendar that isn't going to help you get to where you want to go. That simple. Number 6, what are the tools you need? What are the resources? Tippa said, I'm actually one of the people that's running overview calls on what we're doing, at least inside of Akashics, 2 times a day, every single day through the month of March. So you can invite your team to those calls. But what are the resources, the links, the calls you're doing? The next thing is to pick a start date. That day needs to be right now. We're already 8 days into the month. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So I encourage you guys to put your pedal to the metal as soon as this call gets over. Write down your commitment, your sacrifice, and all these things, and get to it. And so the last 2 things are just to number 1, warm up your contacts, man. Spend a little bit of time this weekend sending out some messages to people you haven't talked to in a long time. I like to go on Facebook and send happy birthday messages to people that I don't even know, just because now I start conversation. Hey, how's life? Saw you just got married. Happy belated birthday. Saw you just got a new job. How's your job been? Warm up your list this weekend. And then early next week, start reaching out to them about what you're excited about, man. Whether it's dream trips, whether it's Akashics, doesn't matter. The last thing is to imagine the end of March. It's already done. Whatever that commitment is, it's already done. Your GPS is programmed. What's it look like when you just enrolled 30 new people inside of your business? And now you have 30 new people with new energy, new network, untapped potential that you can work with. What's it look like when you go and you put a couple $1,000s into your bank account so that you can afford that trip with your family to go out and hang out with Jefferson and these guys in Cancun? Imagine that already done. Imagine the feeling, immerse yourself in it, and don't let it go. Hopefully I didn't go too long there, Jefferson, but appreciate you having me on here. And I'm happy to help anytime I can. So I'll pass it back to you, man.
Awesome, man. No, you rip it every single time, man. That's why I wanted you on here today. Once again, it's like you put 10 pounds of meat in a 5-pound bag right there, man. Like you're like speaking at 1.75 speed too. I love it. It's
I got limited time. We had to make it work.
Man. I love it, dude. So that for those of you that maybe caught every other word he said, go back and watch the recording because there's a lot in there, but it's his energy, it's his attitude, it's the hunger, it's the fight that's in him. And it doesn't matter what age. Yeah, he's young and he's got a lot of wisdom and he's young because he's learning from his mentors. And it doesn't matter how old you are and how long you've been on this earth. You could always start over today. Today could be that day you hit the reset button. You know what? I just heard some stuff that I need to brush up on and all this stuff. And now you're like, okay, I'm locked in, and that's good. And so I appreciate you for jumping on here and sharing with us. And so I know you're going to crush it with your teams over there at the Airbnbs. All right. So now let's move on. Our next special guest that we have on here on the Super Saturday is we have Laura Severn. And Laura is in the UK right now. She constantly is number 1, number 2, always top of the leaderboard every single month for now like 2 years. Okay. And I think last month she had 58 personals in the month of February. And I just wanted her just to pop on here real quick, guys. I'm going to do a quick little interview with her, but I wanted you to hear from her perspective. You heard from Noah's perspective, Tippa. Now I want you to hear from Laura on what is she doing to prospect and to talk to people and to just keep the pipeline full and to have that many personals, and what is she doing with all that? So Laura, listen, I know you hit 50K in January. Congratulations on that. And in February, you had 58 personals. And so I appreciate you jumping on here with us for a few minutes today. So Laura, what's up? How are you?
Thank you so much, Jefferson, for having me on. I'm really excited.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So we had you on the last Super Saturday, but I'm like, man, we got to bring you out again because you just crushed it again this month again. And it was because last time was more about your 50K. This is about the personals, because think about this, everybody. If everybody on your team sponsored 10 people or 1 extra person or 2 extra people, customers, whatever this month, your team would double or triple, right? Laura did 58, y'all. So let's jump into her brain for a second. So Laura, tell us a little bit about just your quick backstory again, so everybody gets to know you again. We have a lot of new people here. Your quick backstory, and then tell us a little bit about like how you attacked the month of February.
Yeah, of course. So I came into My Daily Choice back in 23 in January. I've always focused on health and wellness, and that was something that I did for the first year that I was in My Daily Choice. And then we went to Miami to the convention. Mine and Hannah's eyes were open to obviously Akashics and what trading can do. So I do still have quite a few customers who use all the products on site. They're absolutely amazing. They've got health supplements. We love those. We love the weight loss. But for me, I'm mainly focused just on Akashics now. And I've done the exact same system as what I did when I used to sell health and wellness products to what I do with the Koshek. So I focus having a big customer base for myself and teaching that down to all of my community, like bringing in new people every single month. And also obviously keeping the retention there with the customers that you've got. So how I've always built on with health and wellness, I've done it, like I say, exactly the same. It's been a product to the product. A lot of people just focus on trying to build people up within their organization, which obviously is amazing when you've got ranks popping within your community. But I focus on bringing in new people every single month and onboarding like a lot of annuals for a start. Just because people are locked in for the year, they're going to take it seriously. That's what I personally found. But I focus on bringing in new customers every month because it brings a lot more energy in as well. So I build, like, it's great to see how the Americans all go meet people and go out there and network. And I know a lot of people do in the UK, but I actually don't. I do all of mine on social media. So I sound quite lazy right now, but I do everything from home, everything from social media, just bringing people in. So I use my TikTok and my Instagram. They're my two main profiles that I use. And I just showcase what Koshek has got available. So how people are making money from press and approve, how people are making money from copy and pasting signals. And I show the community that we've built up. So within my group, I have a group chat which every single customer in a Koshek in my community is in. And then all of my leaders are in there. So it's a little bit crazy and a little bit wild at sometimes there's 300 plus people in there, but it really works because I can get a lot of content from that group that I can share on my social media. So if people have had obviously like a payout, people have passed accounts, if people have withdrawn from the live accounts, anything that I can get in there and use that, then I will just post and promote about it. So for example, just something like really small and simple, and obviously make sure you are using disclaimers, but like X amount earned today from just pressing approved or jumped on a live session, and this is money that's been made. Just so easy and simple.
So I got a quick question on the retail side. We got people building Kosheks, people doing health and wellness and Dream Trips and all the different brands here. So you said product of the product, and that's so important because if you're going to promote something, be the message that you bring, right? Whether it's a Kosheks, health and wellness, whatever. So let's go back, put your health and wellness hat on for a second. I remember before you started building with the Kosheks brand, you were doing the Fat Blaster kit and the weight loss and stuff. And so what were you doing on the weight loss side of things? You were posting obviously examples of yourself losing weight and all that type of stuff. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, of course. So I'd always share my customer transformations, take them on a journey. So I mainly focused on the Fat Blaster kit, the burn and the detox. I always try and upsell a lot more, so then you're going to get more business volume coming in. That was my main 5 products that I always used to sell. So every customer who was using those products, I would share their transformation photo, obviously evidence, but also as well like checking in. So every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and just document it. On my social media, obviously, I'd be adding to highlights as well. Highlights are key. I think they're so good to have, especially if you're wanting, like, getting a lot of customers and traffic to your page. Make sure you're constantly updating your highlights with it. But that's all I do. I just keep taking people on different people's journeys. So they'd see their 1, 2, and then say 4-week results. Then it'd be their 2 month, then 3 month, 4 month. Just take everybody on their journeys. And then people are like, oh my God, if I'd started 2 months ago, I would be there right now. And you can also do this like with trading or any other supplement you're going to use. If you're even using the hemp oils, like the shampoo and conditioner, I use it every single day. That's my shampoo and conditioner. I could go down the route of using it, obviously, and taking people on a journey for that. There's always a product that you can use within My Daily Choice, whether it's weight loss, gut health, shampoo, conditioner, even the biotin spray as well, the Beauty Plus, that's incredible. Take people on a journey if you're using something.
Yeah, that was really good. And we're about to talk about some brands here in just a little bit. And so how do you meet people? Is it just the content that you're posting and you're just getting new followers and you're interacting with those followers? Like, kind of break it down a little bit, unpack, like, how are you navigating the relationship building process online with so many people?
So it's a lot like, obviously, TikTok is where I get a lot of traffic from, and then it comes straight to my Instagram. So I'll just do a small little video. I feel more I can be myself on TikTok than what I can on Instagram. It's just a weird thing. But if you're doing something that's got a catchy hook on it, that's showing money made, or say, for example, when I did the weight loss, I would just show results, document results on there. And then as soon as the TikTok video goes viral, you're going to get a lot of messages. So just direct everyone straight to your Instagram profile where you've got your highlights packed, and these still posting a lot of evidence, obviously, of success, what's happening in your group, or if it's weight loss, whatever. show results. So try and get a
Okay, so
viral.
let's pause there for 1 second, okay? Because you just did a lot of things really fast,
Yeah.
and some people are like, "Okay, what did you say?" All right. So once again, TikTok is her main platform, okay, and she's always posting content. But when one of that contents go viral, then she gets a bunch of messages and then direct them to her Instagram, because I know TikTok has issues when you're sending links and whatnot.
Yeah.
But she has her highlights in Instagram. Now, what is highlights? Highlights is where you're saving all your highlights, highlighted stories that have explaining exactly what Akashics is or explaining exactly what this product or brand does. So instead of having to do the same thing over and over again, she already did it one time and it repeats itself. So she's taking it, that's her system. Okay. She's hooking them on TikTok, getting them to Instagram, showing them the highlights, right? So if you don't have any of that built, some of this stuff is going to be like, oh my God, she already has that built. And if you don't have it built, this is where you need to just go to YouTube and start like finding out, okay, how do I kick TikTok? What is highlights on Instagram? If I know some of you already know this stuff, but for those of you that want to get to know this stuff, listen, you're your own CEO. You have to lean in and learn it yourself and everything. My son's 12 years old. He's learned how to code. He's learned how to 3D print. He's learned how to sell stuff from me, but also from YouTube. So he just learns how to learn. So you got to, as an adult, we have to learn how to learn, and we got to get real curious. So anyways, I just wanted to pause that for a second and unpack that, but okay, go back, keep on talking about your process.
Yeah, so I bring everyone obviously straight to my Instagram. You can, both my profiles are linked. So if you're doing mainly Akashics, then obviously it's my normal profile. If you're doing health and wellness, gut health, anything like that, just go on my business profile. It's linked to my bio. But people come straight to my inbox. So it's the same message. I don't actually send a different message to anyone. I just copy and paste the same message from my word board, and it just covers what Akashics has got available. And I'll ask them if they want to watch my pre-recorded call. 15 minutes long, but it just talks about Akashics, the free accounts, how they can get started, and then success within my community. That's it. I just repeat the same cycle and the same systems. If I do a TikTok video that goes viral, so when I say viral, it's like you're getting like a lot of messages. So my recent one, I think you've got like 400 comments on. All of those people I just send straight to my Instagram, message me on Instagram, and then I'll just repeat the process with copy and paste the message. Obviously, a lot of people aren't going to sign up straight away, which I get. This is why I bring people to my Instagram, because it's the power of 7. Like, people want to see things 7 times before they actually buy something or they join. It's just keep obviously showing it, put it in people's faces, keep it there. Whereas if I just show people a TikTok video and then they brought them to my Instagram and I don't post anything, people aren't going to have the trust in me. So I try and not over spam with my posting on trading, just so I don't look like I'm a robot. I'll try and show a little bit more of life. So I've not posted a lot about trading this week. Whereas next week, wait for the weekend, like it'll be like, bam. It builds up more trust. People are not going to switch off my stories, and they'll be more engaged with me as well. Because then you can get like that, like views just go straight down.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So we had a few people commenting to see if you can, if it's okay if you can't, but if you can send a link to your 15-minute video so just people can see how you do it, that would be great if you could. If you can't, that's okay. So when we go on to the next speaker, she'll be freed up to be able to send that link if she can. But real quick, so I want everybody to realize this for a second. She didn't wait for a Zoom to happen. She didn't wait for her upline to do a Zoom for her. She created a pre-recorded video, probably got on Zoom. Tell us about that. So did you get on Zoom and just do your own Akashics presentation, and now you have that on?
Yes. So to be fair, I had to step into the leader role because obviously, as you'll know, like Hannah, my upline, she was having a baby, so she didn't really want to be doing Zoom calls all the time. So she was like, Laura, go off if you want to become the leader that you want to become. So this is inspiration for anyone. If you want to become like a leader, obviously do a Zoom, be brave, go do it yourself, because the more you're going to do it. My first ones, I used to stutter, my flow wasn't right in them, I couldn't get my spiel, but the more I did them, every single Monday I'll try and do one for my community, or like Tuesday, the more I did them, the more confident I felt. And there's a guy in my group, he actually rates my call every single time. I'm like, yeah, that was 10 out of 10, we've done better on this one, it's good. So it's a 15-minute call. I don't actually cover the compound side, I don't cover for recruitment, like I don't go down that route. I'm targeting here for customers in Akashics to bring people in to help them earn money. And then when people have been in, once they've passed their accounts, or if they've got self-funded, then I'll start bringing people in. Like, you can start obviously recruiting, you could do for free, whichever way. And that's, for me, that's personally works better, instead of bringing people in straight away and go off and build and hit 1K affiliate. I feel like people, because they believe in the product more, then they're more comfortable advertising it.
Yeah, no, yeah, because you can retail to recruit, meaning you're getting them in. It's Koshik's only, the product only, nothing about referring or network marketing, and you getting on the product. And then from your customer base, right? When they have those results, you can recruit from the customer base if they want to now become an affiliate, right? So that's her method, guys. So listen, once again, there's a method to the madness. Okay, this is March Madness. Some people recruit to duplicate and all that, and they show, hey, here's get into a business. You can make money from your phone. Here's what we're doing. Sign up. Then there's people that, like Laura, who's specifically going for customers, doing it that way and doing retail to recruit. Guess what? Both works. There is no good, right, or wrong, or whatever. It's the method to her madness. And that's what she's using there. So I just want everybody to know, and this is the reason why we do these trainings, is to expose you to multiple ways. There isn't one way. One size does not fit all. One size does not fit your personality for certain things. Okay. And for some of you that are watching right now are like, oh, that's good to hear. Thanks, Jefferson. Thanks, Laura. Thanks for explaining. Yes. And you hear these big leaders talk about this and this, but there's also all these other people, okay, that are winning too. It's not just the big rank people. It's the people that are mid rank and that are just getting in. Like right now, we have a chance to grow the freshman class of 2025 in the month of March, right? So as we wrap up here with you, Laura, is there any thoughts that you want to share with anybody that maybe they're new, maybe they're hitting reset button today on their business and they're going, you know what, I'm going to hit reset and I'm going to just go crazy in March. So share with some words with everybody that are new here that are hitting reset.
For everyone coming in, and obviously if you are in trading wise doing a Koshex, really go in with the March Madness promotion. I know it seems a little bit daunting at first, the amount of people that you need to bring into complete level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. But it's actually not. If you're constantly showing a Koshex out there, like how many people have their friends and family involved? Like my mum, my sister, my next door neighbor, her partner, I live, love, breathe Koshex. So all of my friends and family are on board. I can't not go a day without talking about it. So if you haven't got those in, get them in. That's going to give you more people there that are going to enjoy, because my sister talks to all of her friends now about it. I'm going to start onboarding those. So strip it back. Don't feel like you need to be huge on social media either to be able to bring people in. Just be real, just be relatable. If you don't feel like you want to reach out to people, then just document your success. If you are trading, obviously you've got a challenge account, then you could even set up like a live account to just start attracting people. And if you've made £100, £200, £300, amazing. That's money that you've made from following an educator. So strip it back to basics. That's a good thing I would say. Also, don't be scared of going all in on your social media. Like, it's social media. It's out there for a reason. Use it to your own skill. So get a TikTok. Everyone create a TikTok. Don't post about trading on TikTok. I never do, because you'll get your account closed. But get a TikTok. You're welcome to go through mine and just take inspiration, like run with it. We've got a huge promotion on, like, everybody should be bringing in tens of customers every single month. It shouldn't be 1, 2, 3. Like, we've got a great product here. Let's get it worldwide. Go for it. Run wild.
I love it. I love it. If you don't mind, Laura, when you get a chance, when we go on to the next speaker, if you could put your TikTok handle on the chat. And then if you do have access to that 15-minute video, we'd love to see that too. So definitely. So give Laura some love in the chats, guys. Give her some hearts, some fire emojis, all of that. Thank you so much, Laura. Once again, it's a pleasure working with you. I look forward to seeing you and Abdullah and the whole crew over there in UK next week. All right.
Yes, can't wait. Thank you. See you later.
Thanks. All right, everybody. This is cool. So I'm gonna switch a pivot on the order real quick here. We've got a brand partner that we just launched a couple of days ago that I'm just going to have speak for just a few minutes. And then we have some more amazing trainers and new brands to talk about as well. We still have John Haremza to hear from soon, our surprise guest, Robert Hollis, and we still have JoJo and Candice Burr Davis. They're going to be talking about some new brands and Candice's brand as well. So we've got some good stuff for you guys as we wrap up today. And so are you guys having a good time so far? Let me look in the chat real quick. It looks like it is. There's a lot of energy, a lot of comments, a lot of learning. This is amazing, guys. This is great. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to bring on my buddy, Jordan Parker. This guy has launched a brand here, but he's had this brand for over a year. Optimized Minerals. I've been taking it for over a year now, y'all. It is amazing. And he's going to hit up on why we need it, why you need minerals, why there's no nutrition in a lot of the stuff that we buy that you always have to supplement. all these things. And he's also a big TikToker, and his brand blew up on TikTok and Amazon and all these different things. And so, Jordan, thanks for joining us today for just a few minutes. I know you've got to pop on to somebody. You got a new baby and new wife and all the things, man. A lot of exciting things happening with you, buddy. So I've known you for a long time, know your father as well. And so I appreciate you launching this brand over here at MDC. And so, Jordan, what's up, buddy? How are you, man?
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's good. I've been sitting in, listening behind the scenes, and you guys got some pretty sweet stuff going on. So happy to talk for a few minutes. And I know we mentioned if we want to do kind of interview style. Also, if anyone in the chat has questions, if you know me or not, I see some people have seen my videos before. I look a lot different. So my hair's gone, my beard's gone, but don't worry, I'm the same guy. So,
no, I love it, man. I want to be able to grow in a beard like you. It's like thick, man. This thing is like he's goated, man. I love it. So real quick, so Optimized Minerals. So tell us about what was missing. Okay, what your journey real quick of how you and why you created this product for everybody.
Yeah, so me and people forget this, I think, with business owners is you forget I'm a consumer too. So I have a lot of the struggles that all you guys have with supplements or maybe your health in the past. So for me, it came from okay, I have health problems. I want to fix them. That was the bottom line, is like, what can I do to fix my health problems? All right, that was energy, that was inflammation, that was ADHD, that was hormone problems, like the list goes on of things I was personally dealing with, allergies to food, allergies to the environment. And I was just annoyed with them. I'd had a lot of them throughout my whole life. You probably remember Jefferson. So that was my motive. I was like, all right, let's fix myself first before I do anything else. So that led to years of research, diving into all kinds of books, podcasts, et cetera. You fill in the blanks. And the only thing, and this is what's super powerful about this, is the only thing that actually physically changed how I felt was proper amounts of minerals, supplementing them. Because I went through years of tests. I tried teas, I tried powders, liquids, pills, like mushrooms, herbs, like all these things. I was like searching for something to work. And it's so funny because it's so simple on how our bodies operate. And nobody in this room, in this Zoom, nobody walking this earth right now is excused from requiring minerals for multiple processes in your body. So when I started to learn this, I was like, wait a minute, why do we not talk about this? Why are we not aware that the food we eat today, it stinks, if we're being honest, it's 50% or more less nutritious. We have also, Jefferson, can I share my screen? I don't know if I have that permission.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm visual, so I want to show y'all some visuals here on what happens today, right now, in our body. So you have the side of the food's not enough, the food's deficient, the soil's destroyed, and then you have the other side of we're being depleted every day, we don't even know it. So this is 18 causes, if you guys can see this, of mineral depletion. So you're not eating food with enough minerals. You're depleting yourself of minerals, and most of us aren't really taking supplements, or we're not taking the right supplements. So my mission was obviously fix myself. Minerals fix the problems I was looking for. And then I did further research into the supplement space, and the supplement space is a mess. So I wanted to come in and fix the normal with supplement companies, which right now you either have companies that have 100 different options. And then as a consumer, you go on that website and you're like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to buy. Let me look on TikTok. Let me Google something. And you try to piece it together yourself, which isn't really efficient. The other side is you have companies that sell all-in-one products like AG1 or some of these other guys that are just expensive, a bunch of ingredients shoved in there, and may or may not be effective. It's more on the marketing side of what they're doing in the bag versus the value that the bag provides you. So I was like, all right, why is it like this? It's a billion-dollar industry, but again, my motive was fixing myself. So remember that. I wanted to fix myself. And once I did that, I wanted to now fix my routine. So my supplement routine previously looked like 15 pills a day. Traveling with that was a pain in the butt. And I came to find out that it wasn't even absorbed very well. So an analogy I like to use for this is ask yourself, how do we obtain nutrients from food? Like, how do we do that naturally? You just eat that. You don't have to do anything else. And why would we ever supplement differently from that? Why would we try to take a separate nutrient with nothing else with it and expect our body to know what to do with it and absorb it? So a lot of time went into the formula because I wanted to mimic how we absorb and obtain nutrients from food, because it's the only way we know how to do it. Supplements started existing around 1940 was when they became a thing, because we realized back then there started to become a decline in the food. And then now it's double whammy because you have these 18 factors. Let's read these. Soil depletion. If you're on any antacids or acid blockers, those will deplete minerals. Low stomach acid just in general. Cortisone, any pharmaceutical or prescribed medicine. Birth control pills, messes with the hormones, which depletes minerals. Coffee. I know there's coffee drinkers in here, and I'm not telling you to not drink coffee, but I have something to tell you because it's very interesting. 1 cup of coffee will deplete around 300 milligrams of sodium. You go up to 6 cups of coffee in a day, or any caffeine drink, you could lose up to 16 to 2,000 milligrams of sodium. So that's another important one. Obviously, alcohol, soda, sugar, excess insulin, excess estrogen, hyperthyroidism, this is standard American diet. And ask yourself, why is the standard American diet bad? Most of it kicks up inflammation. And when you have excess inflammation, you need more minerals. Excess grains, poor diet, heavy metals, and radiation like EMFs. I wear an EMF blocker just to protect myself as insurance. So the issue is big. Food's bad, we're getting depleted, and most of the supplements are confusing, and nobody really knows what to do. So what I'm doing with Optimized Minerals, with this bag here, as you guys have seen on TikTok, with the vitamins drops we have, these are your absolute foundation. It's going to be absorbed, it's formulated correctly, all in the right dose, all in the right form to actually make a difference. And one of the things I pride myself on is I truly think we have some of the best testimonies you're ever going to see a part of a supplement company. And I want to read a couple to you because I think they're very interesting. And when I was doing my supplement search of, I want to find something that works, I want to have a more simple routine, what can I do? And most of the testimonies I read, they're like, oh, I like the flavor, or, oh yeah, I think it looks good, or something that was more surface level. Reviews we get are not surface level because you're finally satisfying what the body is missing. You're finally giving the body what it requires to function on multiple levels. So I'll read just 1 or 2 here. And also, real quick though, network marketing is already happening with this product. We have a massive amount of word of mouth sales, and all you guys have to do is just plug yourself into that. Take it, experience it, share it. And that's what everyone already does because it works so well. So here's one, let's see. I'm blown away. 30 minutes ago, took my first dose, felt down, tired, and overwhelmed before she took it. She took this, and in 20 minutes, she said, I'm operating at full throttle vibing. She said, I love it. Can't wait for tomorrow's dose. Tastes easy to drink, not super sweet or anything. And that was it. Another one, best investment towards my health in 15 years. I immediately feel the difference in my brain fog, energy, how it helps with my ADHD. I can slip into focus and deep work easily, which is a huge issue for a lot of people. I don't have to fight myself to do the laundry and to put it away in the same day. I will always have this. And then let's do one more. There was one that was really cool. Okay, this is a crazy one. Bought it for my wife that has lupus, lots of GI issues, and now she's off some of the meds. She's not taking pre or postbiotics, and she's also sharing it with her grandma who has arthritis problems. So this is not medical advice. This is not no doctor. This is, again, it just goes back to, let's just think critically here. This is just what our bodies require. So once you satisfy those levels of all the minerals and all the vitamins, crazy things can happen. So Jefferson, I'll let you go ahead.
No, that's great stuff, man. Yeah, I ran to the kitchen while you were talking, man. I got my little bag over here too. So I'm pumped about this. And here's the thing. I love that. And if we can get access to that PDF you're reading from, that would be awesome. Just, is it on the brand part inside?
That's basically, we're working on getting into retail. So, and that's another side of what I wanted to talk about is our growth. But this is just our basic catalog. And Jefferson, I'll send it to you because it also touches on a few other things and different things about minerals, the formula. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff like that. And also for those already, TikTok, all the education is on TikTok. And for the most part, we do post some of it to Instagram, but you can learn a lot there as well.
Okay, and so it's in TikTok. It's called the Mineral King.
Mineral King, yeah. Or you can just search Optimized Minerals, and you'll see me on there.
Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah,
I post every day.
So everybody listening, real quick. So you heard a lot about Akashics today, but now you heard about Optimized Minerals. Guess what? You literally, if you're like Jack Sideways about minerals, you literally could just show people that. Once you take it, you're gonna start feeling amazing. You start telling your friends, tell them to buy brand bucks, and bam, they start getting optimized minerals and the vitamin dropper. And you could just focus on that. And then from there, you go into Dream Trips or go into HempWorks. Literally, you could just focus in on that if you wanted to. Because a lot of people ask you, what should I be taking? Now that this is in the marketplace, I'm going to be talking about ExiTrim, Candace's product, and also optimized minerals. And so and once again, it's brand bucks is BV. Volume earns you trips. Volume earns you money. All of our products and brands are on volume, y'all, whether it's Akashics, optimized minerals, HempWorks, whatever, it's here. It's amazing, man. So thanks, Jordan, for hopping on here, man. And we're excited to be taking this, and I can't wait to get my dropper in the mail too. So thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No, of course. You're welcome.
All right. All right, guys. Listen, we're saving the best for last, man. We got some really good lineup coming up for you here, which is amazing. So we've got John Haremza. Okay. We've got Candace and JoJo going to release some new brands and talk about a few things. And then we got our surprise guest, which is not a surprise anymore, but you definitely want to stay for him. Robert Hollis, $60 million man in network marketing, super affiliate as well. You definitely want to hear him as we wrap up the day. My personal friend and business partner, John Haremza. This guy has earned $30-40 million in the industry. He's a 250K affiliate, working on 500K affiliate right now here at MDC. He sponsored Maddie and gave birth to the whole Akashics craze, right? He also has another organization with Hannah and Laura, who you just heard from. And so he just has an exploding team, and he's just a pleasure to work with. And he's just literally, he could do a whole weekend workshop on just this a little bit of what he knows, because he knows a whole lot. He's forgotten what most people ever going to know about network marketing. All right. So John, listen, man, your team is exploding right now. You've been a leader in this industry for multiple decades. And so talk to us a little bit about your attitude towards March right now, and maybe some tips on prospecting. And so I'm going to hand the mic over to you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Jefferson. Wow. This has been an absolute amazing training so far. I tell you, right after this Zoom, I am ordering those minerals. I can't wait to start taking those as well. And guys, it's not normal. I've been 36 years in this industry of network marketing and home-based business industry. To be so excited about what we have at this stage of my career, when I should be winding down, and I am not winding down, man. I am firing up because of what we have and the people that need to hear about it. And that's probably the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is you really need to know what it is that we really have here, because people need what we have, whether it's the products that we have and all those products that you're able to go out there and share with people. There's no question, now being in this trading space for the last year and a half or so, learning the life skill of trading, helping others learn that life skill of trading. You can take it digitally all over the world. With Tap to Trade, you can take someone who absolutely knows nothing, as I did, and they can begin to trade like a professional immediately, guys. We have the point is this: you should not be sleeping at night, right? What we have available, the way that we can help people in so many different ways. You should be shouting this from the tallest buildings. You know, a lot of us get excited, but the thing that we fail to do is we don't take the action, right? Noah talked about that. We talk about being consistent. The problem is many people they're consistently procrastinating. They're consistently getting excited and not following through. If you can just take the meaning of that word consistently and apply it to the right actions, I'm telling you, every single one of you can absolutely, completely and totally change your life and a whole lot of other people's lives in the way of doing that. Again, we talk about consistency, but what are you consistently doing? You consistently procrastinating, or you consistently taking actions? Noah talked about immediately after this Zoom, write out what you really want. Read it every single day. Cultivate that. Get it deep into your subconscious mind where you're daydreaming about it. You're dreaming about it at night. It's at the forefront of your thoughts. And when you create that type of a mindset of what you really want, I promise you, 100% you will have it, right? I once heard, be careful what you're thinking about because you're going to get it. The problem is most people are thinking about the wrong things. They got stress and anger and fear and frustration and all kinds of overwhelm that they're dwelling on, and it's paralyzing them. Folks, the heavy chains of worry are forged in idle moments, right? Write down what you really want, because every single person here, we have something amazing, something truly amazing to share with people. And folks, people need it. They absolutely need it. They need more money. They need better health. I loved what Kennedy said. I saw it on one of his TikTok. He says, you know what? A healthy person has 1,000,000 dreams. An unhealthy person has one dream, right? And folks, people need what we have, what you have at your disposal to build a global business without having hundreds of thousands of dollars, employees, and all the other things it takes to run a normal business. You've got everything done for you. All you have to do is get excited. You need to be consistent and focused and start talking to people. That's the bottom line. Get excited and start talking to people about your excitement. Too many times people worry about wanting to make sure they say everything correctly, right? Folks, I can tell you, when I entered the industry, I didn't know what I was talking about, but I was excited. And when I was done talking with people, they didn't know what I was talking about, but they could feel my excitement. They're like, I don't know what you're doing here, but I want to do it too, right? You set yourself on fire and people will travel miles to watch you burn, right? So get excited. You need to get excited, and then you need to stay excited. You stay excited by staying plugged in and being on Zooms, being involved, being consistently involved. And I know we can get to where we get excited and we want to make some phone calls, and maybe one phone call doesn't go the way we want it to. Don't worry about it. Just make the next one. I promise you, it will empower you. It will make you excited, and you're just going to have such a sense of accomplishment, right? And so all of that kind of stuff is incredibly important. One of the other things, guys, I want you to understand, and that is the timing of what we have here. Right? It's like a perfect storm. The timing, everybody out there, for the most part, needs to make extra money. And what are their options? A second job, a third job, or maybe they just want to cut back? That doesn't sound very exciting. We have something incredibly exciting where they can learn as they can earn. So the point is this: everybody needs this. Get excited about it and tell people about it. You look at the timing of where our company is, the growth that we get. Growth magnifies and multiplies effort. See, when you're in a flat or declining environment, it diminishes your effort. We are in a growth environment, and growth magnifies and multiplies your efforts. You just need to get people around the fire. So what we have right now, don't squander it. Don't squander it. You need to get people in front of it and take advantage of the timing. I have made literally a fortune in this industry. And I've made it in very brief moments. I've experienced what we're experiencing right now. I've experienced this 4 other times in my life, and I took action. When it was go time, I got busy, and it is go time right now. You need to get up an hour earlier, stay up an hour later, make that extra phone call, take full advantage of the environment that we have right now. People need what we have, right? And all you have to do is get excited and start sharing it. The only thing that's going to grow any one of our businesses, it's new people. It's the only thing that can grow any one of our businesses is new people, right? And so how are you spending your time? I love what Robert Kiyosaki says. The difference between a rich man and a poor man is how they spend their time. You might say, I'm putting 4 hours a day. I'm putting 10 hours a day. I'm putting 10 hours. It doesn't matter. What are you doing with the time? Are you sitting there studying ingredients, or are you sitting there trying to understand everything about trading? Or are you out there talking to people? Are you out there talking to people about what it is we have and how it can change their life, right? Your job's not to try to give some elaborate presentation. It's to stimulate an interest and get them plugged in to a Zoom, get them plugged in to a call with your caller, Zoom with your upline, get them excited about watching a video or going to a website and really seeing what we have here, right? And getting excited. And I will say one more thing, because I want you to also understand this. And most people in this world have zero leverage in their life. They have no leverage. They're exchanging their time for a paycheck, right? That's where 95+% of the people spend their time. They have zero leverage. Folks, do you realize what we have here? We're able to leverage My Daily Choice and the infrastructure that they put in place for us. We're able to leverage the global economy. We're able to leverage all kinds of different industries through the products and the services that we have. We're able to leverage people by introducing and growing a team. You're able to leverage your money through the trading aspect. You're able to leverage other people's money, okay, through the prop accounts and through the challenge, right? And you're able to leverage your time, right? Leveraging your time. It's just, I could go on and on. You can tell I'm excited about it. I see over my 36 years in this industry, every single experience, right? Every single experience I've had has been better than the last. And this is proving true again, right? But here's the key. You have to take action. Don't get off of this Zoom and just settle back into your routine. Make some changes. If you're not changing, you are choosing, right? So make some changes, take some action, change that consistency to being consistent in pay activities. Jim Rohn talks about this. He said, there's a million things we can do, but most everything in life breaks down to about a half a dozen things that really moves the needle. How are you spending your time? Identify what those are, and that's where you need to spend your time. And I can tell you for sure, number one activity is getting out there and talking to people to stay plugged in. There's just a core handful of things that you have to do, right? Personal development, you have to do that. I think it was, I don't know if it was Tenzin that talked about this, but he talked about, it was either him or Noah, but they talked about you go take somebody out for lunch or spend some time with people, getting to know them. If you want to attract sharp people, you need to become sharp, right? How do you become sharp? As I think it was Jim Rohn, or maybe it was Napoleon Hill. You need to work harder on yourself than you do on your job, right? Work on yourself, you make a fortune. Guys, there's just a handful of activities that if you were to focus on and be consistent with, completely and totally change the dynamic of your business. So with that, Jefferson, I will kick it back to you.
Awesome, man. You're on fire, dude. I love it. I've never seen you this excited. And obviously your check is way up too. That's great too.
That helps.
Guys, listen, you have to listen to a guy like that that's been in for several decades. He's still excited and specifically excited about MDC, the platform, and all the things that we're doing here. That was awesome. That whole rant about leverage, man, that was super good. And yes, we are recording this, guys. We will get this recording out to everybody. You definitely need to watch this again, everybody, and take notes and just apply the things. All right. So thank you, by the way. Hey, give some love to John in the chat real quick, guys. Hit him with some heart emojis, some fire emojis real quick. Give him some love in the chat. Amazing job. Thank you for your leadership, John, and everything that you do, not only for MDC, but for this industry of network marketing. He's a best-selling author, by the way. He's got like 3, 4, 5 books and stuff. So amazing. Okay. So we've got Candace Bird Davis, Candace and JoJo, and then Robert Hollis. Candace she's a brand partner, but she's also a 500K affiliate, and she just had to build this thing. But what I want, Candace, thank you so much for the kind introduction earlier, but in your own right, you have done some amazing things in this industry, some amazing things right here at My Daily Choice, and you're also a brand partner. And so if you could share with us a little bit about, number one, your attitude towards March, some tips on building, and then a little bit about your brand, because I know that we're going to segue into JoJo and she'll talk about some of the newer brands, but talk to us about your mindset for March, Candace, because you are freaking crushing it. And I thank you so much for being on here with us today. Candace?
I thank you for having me, Jefferson. And March is going to be absolutely amazing. March has always been that peak season for so many people in network marketing. And here's what I love. Every single person that you heard talk today, from Tenzin to Noah, to Mr. John Haremza, Jefferson, even Laura, you heard a key word, momentum, right? And I want you to write the word momentum down, because here's what I want you to do. Once you write momentum down, then I want you to underline the root word, which is moment. It's moments like this, trainings like this, talks with people like John Haremza and Robert Hollis and Jefferson Santos, and all of these talks that give you the key points to be able to go to the next level. The way I'm looking at March, just being honest, is procrastination is simply failure on payment plan. You heard John talk about it. You have to go out and get action put in. You have to go out and do what you want to do. You have to get up an hour early. You have to stay up an hour late. What is that? That's action. But what you do is, a lot of us end up procrastinating because we're watching everybody else move, but we're not moving ourselves. We're intrigued by everybody else's movement, but we haven't moved our own feet. The way I'm looking at March Madness is, I'm a very spiritual person. And I always say, if you're going to ask God to bless your journey, you got to be willing to move your feet. So with March, as it's wrapping up, like the first quarter of the year, it's almost like looking at the championship game. And I always tell my team this, I'm like, we cannot win the championship of 2025. Yes, we're the number one trading platform. Yes, we're one of the number one companies in the home-based business industry, but we cannot always remain number one. We can't win a championship playing like a practice squad. So for me, I'm looking at March just like I did the opening. I'm looking at March as I need to be the MVP in my family's life. I need to be an MVP. MDC has multiple MVPs. I need to be one of those MVP players. So my question to you is, are you making a decision to be a champion, to be the MVP? Are you looking to make that decision that says, hey, I'm no longer going to procrastinate because all that is failure on payment plan? Because at the end of the day, what we have to do is we keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's insanity. It's crazy. So we have to be willing to go forward motion. So I'm looking at March as forward motion. I'm looking at March as this. I went through a season, and I'm just going to be super transparent. I went through a season where I had to sit back and reevaluate myself. In the chat, how many of you guys, drop a number one, if you took a little spiritual journey for a couple days, a couple weeks, and you had to reevaluate yourself, you separated yourself a little bit just so you can understand what you want and where you want to go. And that's beautiful that you did that, because separation only will lead to your own elevation, okay? So I want you to make sure that whatever it is that you didn't do in the past, whatever it is that you didn't do in the first quarter, whatever it is that you didn't do in February, you separate yourself from those results, because I'm looking at March forward like this. I've got to marry the process, but I'm divorcing the result, okay? I'm marrying the process. I'm going to keep going through everything I got to go through. I'm going to put in more action. I'm going to do more activity. I'm going to wake up an hour early. I'm going to go to bed an hour late. I'm going to make that extra phone call like John said. So I'm going to marry this process to create additional success, but I'm going to divorce the result. Because then what happens is, if we're married to the result and we don't get it, what happens? We give up. And a lot of the times what happens right now is a lot of us are seeing the promotion. Matter of fact, I could be honest with you, myself, there's been periods of time where I have given up. And again, I said I'm a spiritual person, but I recall telling somebody one time I was frustrated in life. I was frustrated in everything. And I said, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. And one of my good girlfriends said, you're going to throw in that towel and God is going to throw it back. And he's going to tell you, wipe your face. You're not finished yet. So to those of you guys who are on this Zoom who felt like giving up, the towel is being thrown back to you. Wipe your face. You're not finished yet. Because if you were, you wouldn't have made it to this Zoom. If you were, you wouldn't have opened your ears to listen to John Haremza. You wouldn't have listened to Noah Ortiz. You wouldn't have listened to Tenzin. You wouldn't have sat here for 2 hours. So I'm excited about March. I know that was a long explanation of what I'm expecting for March, what I'm expecting for 2025 for My Daily Choice, for Akashics. I'm expecting, knowing and believing that we are always still and will remain the number one company and trading platform in the entire space. So a little bit about my brand being in as a brand partner. I shared this the other day. I got a little bit passionate back in 2013 in regards to wellness and weight loss. And my passion came because I had reached a peak, the highest I've ever been, 272 pounds. I remember going to the doctors and my doctor said, Candace, you got a lot going on. I had pressure issues. I had sweet blood. I had severe obstructive sleep apnea. I believe I was stopping breathing like 36 times in a 1 hour period in my sleep. And he said, you got to do something about your weight or you're not going to be around to see your kids grow up. So transparency comes now. We're back at that time. I opted for an invasive surgery where I had a gastric lap band. It was super horrible for me. I almost lost my life because of the side effects from it and things that happened. So over a course of some time, I was searching for products, supplements, and everything to give me the weight loss that I was looking for without having to go under the knife. Did a lot of research, found some products that I absolutely love. So whenever I had the opportunity back in, not last year, January, we launched the tea first, but that would have been 2023. So at the end of 2024, I was given the opportunity. I found a manufacturer, got the products that I fell in love with that gave me the results around time. And I decided to share them with the world. So I'm excited, Jefferson, because coming in the next week to 10 days, we are launching another incredible product with the Get Body Wellness brand. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is a little prototype bottle, but we're launching something in dropper form. And what I like to say about this is you don't have to agree to the stick. All you have to do is drip. So this particular product is going to be very similar to what Get Bodied Wellness had on the Trim Body supplements. I'm going to give you super similar results, but it's packed with some ingredients that's going to help you maintain your lean muscle. Unlike people who do the injection, they lose a lot of muscle. This is going to maintain your lean muscle. It's going to curb the appetite, kill the cravings, quiet the food chatter that you have going on in your head. It's going to help with pressure issues. It's going to regulate the sweetness of the blood, because a lot of people don't know that when your blood is spiked and it's sweet, without making any medical terms, when it's at that level, you start to crave more and you start to retain more fat. So it's going to help balance that without having to get the jab. It's going to help people lose a lot of the flab as well. And it can be stacked with the other products such as the Trim Body or the InstaTrim Detox Tea, as well as the Trim Body capsules. So I want you guys to pay super close attention to the MDC news channels, because they will be dropping a countdown as to the official day that it's going to launch. But you can expect that within the next 7 to 10 days that it will be hitting your back office. And if anybody knows anything about the Get Bodied brand, I'm just be straight up legit with you. If you don't get it, it's your fault. Because the first day that it came out, it sold out in 3 days, or I'm sorry, 3 hours. It came back the second time, it sold out in 4 hours. The third time it came back, it sold out in 24 hours on the tea. On the Trim Body capsules, it sold out in 2 hours on the first day through My Daily Choice. The second time it came back, it sold out in 3 days. Then it sold out in 5. So I can guarantee you that when it hits that website, it's going to sell out. So if you want to get summertime, fine. If you want to drop it all before fall, if you want to lose the flab without the jab, get the rolls off the back and get them on the dinner table, Jefferson, they're going to have to get them when they launch.
And I'm laughing over here because Candace has all the sayings, guys. Put some laughing emojis in the chat, man, because she's amazing. Like, I'm going to order those drops. I can't wait for those drops to drop so I can order those as well. And once again, if you're in a weight loss journey and you want to build just focusing on weight loss, guess what? People buy brand bucks. That's volume. You're making money. They shop the shop, right? They shop the Get Body brand. So great job, Candace, man. I love to hear you speak. You do a lot of pretty preaching. I love it. And I know you've got some other commitments that you got to get going here too. But thank you so much for your leadership. And you continue to wow us with the other products of your brand, helping people get summertime fine. And what is it? Drop the what before fall? I forgot.
Drop it all by fall, baby.
Drop it all before. We have fun over here, y'all. Thank you so much, Candace. All right. So we've got 2 more people as we wrap this thing up. So we are in official bonus time. So go into the chat right now. I want you to put BT, bonus time. Okay. Because there's some of you that will say, oh, the training's 2 hours. And then when the training goes 2 hours, you leave, right? But there's always going to be bonus time, because there's always extra wisdom to be said. And you still got to hear from Robert Hollis. But we got some new brands that just came out. So for just a few minutes here, we have an amazing woman who is so articulate, super sharp, and she's earned multiple 7 figures in this industry. She's over here at MDC now, planted her flag. MDC is her home, and she is rocking and rolling over here. And so JoJo, tell us about, first of all, congrats on your success, but tell us a little bit about some of the newest brands that just came on board. And so I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jefferson. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Jefferson is an ex-D1 basketball player. We are officially in OT. We're in overtime. And then Robert Hollis is the double overtime. And you know, the person that makes it through the double overtime is the freaking champion, taking it to the next step. So congratulate yourselves for being here, you guys. And this really is an exciting time. And I just want to share my screen here and share a couple of things with you that are happening within Marketplace. And I'm going to steal a line from Jefferson. As anyone knows, if you're great in this industry, you steal everything from every leader that came before you. So that we're not perfect strangers, let me introduce myself. I am a mama of 2 young boys, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, a lifelong entrepreneur, a quantum coach, Airbnb host, 15 years of experience in this industry. But here's why I chose Marketplace, and this will educate us on the brands as well. Because for 15 years, I was in one lane of health and wellness, and that lane was very niche down with a lot of competition and a lot of people saying, my product, my ingredient is better than yours. And it was a small pool that we were playing in for success. And although we did very well, when I saw MDC, the light bulb went on for limitless points of pivot and no longer having to niche down, but rather niching out in an entire ecosystem of diverse, incredible products, brands, both digital and physical, from one hub. So this became now what you guys are here for, is collaboration and expansion over competition and comparison. And that truly is how we are going to create time, location, and financial freedom. And so if we look at this limitless potential hub, what are we teaching people to do? Turn everyday spending into multiple streams of income. What I love about Marketplace and these brands that we're going to go into is you swap where you shop, you stack multiple assets, and you build wealth seamlessly. So we stop paying for these liabilities, things that cost us money. We transfer our spending and we turn them into assets, things that pay us money, make us money, with over 20 vetted, curated brands in over 10 multi-billion and trillion-dollar categories in both physical and digital areas. So products, this is just an endless earning potential where everyone can start shopping smarter, earning bigger, and ultimately creating freedom, which is what we are here as human beings to expand into, true freedom. So with that, let's get into some of the newest brands that have launched. And it's super exciting to hear Candace's brand and Jordan's brand. You guys, if you already ordered Jordan's product, get back in your back office, stock up on your brand bucks, because I guarantee you, after I'm done, you will say one of two things. You will say, I want that, or you will say, I know someone who needs that. And when you have a business of both physical and digital products that are available in the digital 200 countries worldwide, you have a business that will thrive, because the minute you sign up for MDC Marketplace, it's no longer about you. It's about who you can serve and how you can help. And this allows us to help the masses, not just the ones that are from the classes. So with that, let's get into our first newest brand partner, Mycronic Silver. You guys, if you are in the health industry, actually, let's talk about assets. What's our number one asset? Put it in the chat. It's your health. Ask someone who doesn't have their health and ask them how important it is to have that asset be in a preventative, forward-thinking motion. I love what Jordan said when he was talking about his product. It was take the oxygen first so that he can serve others. And that's what this product is doing. You guys have heard of colloidal silver. It is, if you are in the health and wellness industry, many people that are already on products like this. So this is a perfect product to swap where people shop. The difference between other colloidal silvers and the Mycronic silver we're going to get into is the actual absorption and potency. But first, what do these products do? They're tiny silver particles that release silver ions. This is for bacteria, for viruses, for fungi. This is to help your body function at optimal health. And so let's get into their first product, which is for everyone, their dietary supplement. You literally take 1 teaspoon a day. The difference between this product and other Mycronic silvers that are out in the world, first of all, is the amount that you get in the bottle. It's so amazing, the bang for your buck for the product. But second is the absorption. Most Mycronic silvers are half the amount, and they only last 8 to 12 minutes doing their job within your body, helping with reduce inflammation, immune support, and getting rid of all those bacteria and fungi that are going on in your body. 8 to 12 minutes. So in a tiny bottle of the competitors, and I know I said we're not going to be saying our product is better than yours, but it's really hard not to when you have such incredible brands that are vetted and curated coming into Marketplace. But this Mycronic silver, y'all, when you take 1 teaspoon a day, it is working its magic in your body for 8 to 12 hours. So you literally need less product. This bottle right here will last you 48 days. It's an incredible, highly potent, pure from distilled water, incredible product. A few of their others are their nasal mist. This is great for just every day on the go, clearing your passageways. If you guys understand the passageway from your nose to your brain, that clarity is through that breath. And so this is so important for people that struggle with maybe seasonal things or just issues throughout the day, or even just to have in your arsenal for if you start feeling something coming on, whether it's allergies, a cold, or the other. And then we're going to bring in the big guns. This is potent, y'all. This nasal spray, 27 parts per milligram in Mycronic Silver. This formula is gentle, but it packs a punch. You will feel it. How many people have had wasabi or Worcestershire sauce? Say that 5 times fast. And you have that cleansing experience momentarily. This is that product for you. I want to call it the big guns, to use it if you are someone that has issues with breathing on a consistent basis or has inhaler needs of different kinds without making any medical claims. And then the last product that they launched is the Arcanum 1200. This combines not only the Mycronic Silver, but you guys know, where are my HempWorks peeps at? Put your HempWorks, put your plants in the chat. You guys, this combines the power of CBD with Mycronic Silver. So it's an ozone hemp CBD for maximizing effectiveness. This is a 100% natural formula. And what's it going to do? It's going to reduce inflammation, promote healing, and enhance overall wellness. The overall wellness that we're talking about when you ingest this tincture is that stiffness, that ease, that mobility that you're going to gain when you remove the stiffness of the inflammation in joints, ligaments, tendons, and again, working with the entire endocannabinoid system to really promote overall healing within your body. Incredible brand. I highly recommend. If you're looking at one place to start with the dietary supplement, if you see specific needs for you and your people, add on these other products. And let's go to our next brand, Fire Out. You guys, super unique to Marketplace is our ability, like I said, to have endless points of pivot. And this product you may look at and go, why would I need a product that's going to put fires out? As someone who lives in California and just saw what happened in Southern California, I know a lot of people that are going to be super excited about this product. And more importantly, as we're going into our summer months, as people are going out into the world, going camping, lighting fires outside, this is your preventative measure that's not only non-toxic for you, but it's eco-friendly for the environment. And what does it do? It literally puts out fire, y'all. The name says it, Fire Out. So Class A fires it puts out, you can put it on your home, your decks, your clothes, your bed. Literally, we had the owner of this company share with us that they literally, when they spray it on a pair of jeans, you guys, and then tried to light those jeans on fire, it would not do it. So think about the things that you love, that you care about, that you want to protect, or even just have as a preventative measure in your house. I also have a lot of real estate friends being in the Airbnb industry, and they're actually giving this product when they close on a house to their client, which is, I think, is a beautiful gift. And again, it's truly remarkable. Think of when you go camping, they say carry out, right? Carry out all your garbage, but also bring this in and spray down your campfire. Help save the environment and stop. I think you guys, what is it? I don't know the statistic, but majority of wildfires that start are from a spark from a fire at a campfire or something that's out in the environment, not intentional. So this is an incredible brand that we have exclusively here. And just a little tidbit about the owner of this brand, they sent to these 2 private firehouses in Southern California when the fires were going, they sent barrels of this Fire Out to help them get on top of the stop of spreading that devastating wildfire just a few months ago. So incredible, heartfelt brand, incredible product. And let's go to the next, I think, one of the most beautiful packaged brands that we have here in MDC Marketplace. And I love this because although I put a pink it's a pink background, this really is neutral and gender friendly. And so all my men out there, and I'm telling you guys, men's skincare is a thing that men care about now. And so I just love that you can have this beautiful packaging in your bathroom for both men and women. But here's the coolest part. It's luxury, clean beauty with science. So it's effective, it's pure ingredients, it's plant-based, and you will see results. And so I just want to go into a few of the products that they offer, but this is the at-home care that we have. And let's go into why this product is so incredible. It's clean ingredients, eco-friendly, 99% recycled packaging and low carbon product. The reason that I wanted to put that in there is for everyone to understand the vetting process of coming into Marketplace is truly remarkable. This is a curated experience that we are having where it's conscious consuming. Our owners are all about bringing brands that are here not only to transform people's lives, but also consciously aware of how we are affecting and transforming the world on a whole. And then you combine it with award-winning, most effective new products in 2021. This brand was years of development. This is just the Rose Hip Cleanser. What I love about it is that it's gentle and effective. And with that, you can have any type of skin, utilize these products, and you will see results for your skin type. And the next product I want to go into, and then I'm going to wrap up here, Jefferson, pretty soon. This product is the one I am most excited about. This is the #1 bestseller, an overnight collagen mask. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys, gentlemen, care about your face, care about your skin. It's the biggest organ in your body. What you put on the outside penetrates to the inside. This is important. But this hydrolyzed collagen, the peptide complex, this is deep hydration that you will not only stimulate skin cell growth, it leaves your skin soft, smooth, and hydrated, but that youthful glow from the outside in is what you will see literally overnight. Literally overnight. And with that, you guys, this is so cool. Where are my dream trips people at? If you are a dream tripper or you are a future dream tripper in the making going to Greece and Mexico, drop an airplane, tell me you're ready to go. I will see you guys in Mexico. This all comes in travel sizes. No more squeezing your little thing into a travel kit. No more worrying if it's going to explode and you lose half your product. The cleanser, the day cream, this anti-wrinkle serum. You guys try the anti-wrinkle serum. Don't forget your neck. Don't forget the back of your hands. Don't forget your décolletage, but the deep night cream. And again, that collagen mask, this is their entire line. Yes, it comes in full product capacity, but also these travel sizes. You guys, we have the coolest brands within MDC Marketplace. And the last product I want to say, this is a brand you guys all know, Ice Elements. Their 2-minute miracle gel and their 2-minute moisture is incredible, but they just launched last week their 2-minute eye gel, their eye serum, and it is so good. I've had the chance to use it for the last month. I have significantly noticed a difference, not only around the color decoloration, as I'm, like I said, mama of 2, waking up every couple hours still, getting those kids back down, those dark circles, those fine lines, those signs of aging around the eyes that are so sensitive, so thin, and so hard to prevent. This formula is a 7-in-1 doing it all. Hydrates, depuffs, brightens, lifts, firms, smooths, and plumps. And here's a tip for all you little people out there that have the aging going on around the mouth too. You can take that product around your eyes and you can put it on the fine lines above and below your lip as well. And it works so incredibly well. So with that, Jefferson, answer me this, y'all. Did you say in those, I don't know, 7 minutes I was talking, did you say, I want that? Or did you say, I know someone that needs that? If that is true, then MDC Marketplace is for you. You swap where you shop, you turn liabilities into assets, you leverage these 20+ brands from one hub, where you can stack your assets in multi-billion and trillion-dollar categories, have limitless points of pivot to grow your limitless income potential. So like I said, buy smart, earn more, build wealth. Jefferson, back to you, bud.
Awesome, JoJo. Great job. I appreciate that. You always do an amazing job, like articulating everything, doing it in a very compressed manner. Obviously, we could spend a lot more time on these products, but you know what? Trust our founders that they put amazing brands in the marketplace. Order it, try it out. That's what I tell people. Like when people ask me, they go, what should I get? I go, just buy a shopping spree of brand bucks and go shopping. Pick 2, 3, 4 brands that you like, that you want to try out, and try it out. And then if you like certain ones, reorder and buy some more brand bucks, get on a brand buck subscription. It's all that type of stuff. You don't know what you're going to love unless you try it. But usually we just talk about what we take, right? Like when my friends ask me, hey, what do you take, Jefferson? I talk about Optimize. Now, Megan and I do the Ray-Ban new skincare. I do the nasal spray because I travel all the time. And even when I'm allergic to certain foods, it stuffs me up. So I do the nasal spray and blow my nose, all that type of stuff. And so sickness starts, where bacteria is, right? And energy is important. And so if you want to be a more effective leader and be able to make more sales and be able to want to connect to people, you have to have the energy. You have to be healthy, because when you don't feel good, you don't feel like doing squat. And guess what? You're not effective at all. You're zero effectiveness. Close your eyes. That's how effective you are. Nothing. You're not effective at all. So you have to have the health and the energy. And that's why it's so important that you understand the weapons that we have here. And I say weapons because it's an unfair advantage that we have. And speaking of unfair advantages, you like that segue? First of all, give some love to JoJo in the chat real quick. Give some love to her, man. She's an amazing leader in this industry and also here at MDC. Thanks, JoJo. Appreciate you. All right. So speaking of unfair advantages and secret weapons, right? We've got the $60 million man over here. He's been in this industry for coming up on over 3 decades now, coming up on 4 decades. I've been with this company now, I think over 7 years now, Robert. This guy is a multiple 8-figure earner and has been at MDC, part of the Millionaire Club, $5 million he's earned here, over 5.1 or 5.7 or whatever. An amazing leader, a heart of gold. And Robert, if you would, because Robin going to bring up Mr. Robert Hollis here in a second, Mr. Super Affiliate, Robert Hollis. Robert, share with us a little bit about your attitude towards the spring, building in March, what it is we have our hands on here as we wrap up our VIP Super Saturday today. What's up, Robert?
My income, that's what's up.
That's right, buddy.
Jefferson, first of all, I want to say to everyone out there, man, this is one of the best trainings I've ever been on. A lot of people try to explain what's going on, and what you got to do is say, hey, listen, watch this training. Jefferson gets not only does he host these things, he puts them together, he sends out the replay list. You're such a servant leader, Jefferson. I'm so honored and blessed to be working with you in this company. Thank you so much. One of the things that I want to say to everyone is there's one thing that every person on this training has in common. I would like you guys to just guess what every one of us have in common, and what some of you also have in common. Are you ready? We all one time were exposed to this business when we didn't know anything about it. I'm watching it. Every one of these people, man. I'm looking at Tenzin. I got to meet him, and also Noah and Dubai. Jefferson and stuff were there. And I hear these guys, and I'm going like, man, do any one of you want these guys in your team? And then you see some of the masters, Candace Bird Davis, man, I'm so blessed. I get up each and every day and thank God, so happy and grateful that Candace Bird Davis is in our organization. Are you kidding me? And then I look at the other, Laura and Jordan. My wife, by the way, is unhappy that you cut your hair and beard. We've been watching the Vikings. Jordan, yeah, I just really thank you. I ordered your stuff immediately, man. Then, of course, JoJo, the testimonial from Laura. You guys got to each understand, please listen, that me and everyone on here, someone reached out to us and said, hey, how are you doing? To be brutally honest, not very good. I got hurt on my job. I'm a mechanic. The doctors say I can't be a mechanic anymore. They don't know if I'm going to have another operation on my knee. Things are not good. They're really bad. Hey, do you know of anyone that would be interested in making some extra money? Yeah, me. So March is very special for me, Jefferson, because March also not only is the anniversary of me being involved in this industry for 38 years, but March 6th, a couple of days ago, was my anniversary of being involved in MDC. And Jefferson constantly says all these cool things that I've done, even some of the things I've done recently, which is become 118,000 people subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's all I do every day is reach out and talk to people and do my very best to find out what they need and give it to them. Now, when you do that, so March is very special. People do their New Year's resolutions, they're done with those. And then right now, what's happening for not only us, but the rest of the world is, you guys, I've never seen more FUD, F-U-D, more FUD in my 38-year career. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I don't care what side of the political thing you're on. I don't care what religion you are, what country you live in. Right now, people are going, man, to provide for my family and the people I love, I need to figure out something to do. I need to figure out something. And one of the things that I think is also unique in the AI that's supposed to take a lot of people's jobs, we don't know how bad the economy is going to get, inflation, prices going up. In the midst of all of this, there's all of a sudden hundreds of thousands of people that the government says we don't need anymore. Now, regardless of what you believe, I think that the employment rate is going to go up, and it's going to go up, and it's going to go up. So one of the things that's very simple is that's what I'm excited about. Springtime, the ability to be able to get great wisdom in front of people to help them in every area of their life. When Jefferson talks about dream trips, I used to be involved in a company like that. And all we talked about is, hey, listen, you know, when you die, right before you die, you're not going to have any thoughts other than the smiles that you put on the faces of the people you love, because you allowed them to experience moments that took their breath away. That is going to be a key. Another thing is, during your end days, you actually are in a place where when people hear you're not doing so good, they reach out and say, thank you for injecting in my life. Thank you for sharing me that wisdom. Like John said, the personal development, all this stuff, man. John's a master, man. He's not only dyslexic like me, but he's a blue collar worker. And when we both seen a shot to be above average, and most of the time just focused on freedom. But John and I and Jefferson, a lot of leaders that you see on here, the thing that we do is, once someone showed us the treasure map, look at, here's a treasure map, follow this, and you'll get the treasure. As soon as we did that and got the treasure, we've been spending the rest of our lives going, listen, it's over here. The treasure is over here. And the person that talks to the most people the fastest wins. You can't say the wrong thing to the right people. They've already been praying. God, there's got to be something. There's got to be something. And so that was, I still say his name today after 38 years. Sean Hennigan had the courage and the boldness to call me up and say, Robert, how you doing? Not very good. Not very good. Hey, listen, I met this guy and he showed me his check. He made over $62,000 and he's looking for people to do the same. Do you know of anyone? I go, I want to meet this guy. And there went my journey. So Jefferson, I know you said you were going to ask a couple of questions. I know I just get excited like John does and the rest of you, but if there's any other questions that you have, man, you can see my enthusiasm. Like John said, when you're doing something that you love to do, the older you get, the more wise you get, the more excited you get. I'm more excited today at 63 than I was at 27, thinking that the world sucked and everything was against me and I don't have any shot. By the way, it's not your fault. Listen to me. It's not your fault that the world told you a bunch of bullshit that's not true. But once you get exposed to stuff that is true and you make a decision not to follow that treasure map, now you made a decision and it's your fault. Okay, Jefferson?
100%, man. That's awesome. Listen, as we wrap up today, we have a ton of people here that have been in for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, maybe even a few years. And as an industry veteran, as a legend, as a network marketing Hall of Famer, all the things, Robert, why are you here? Why is MDC the home for you? And why should they build like crazy and sprint like crazy right now in the month of March?
Great. I'll tell everyone out there, if any of you thought the way I did 38 years ago, it's simple this. I personally was not at the beginning going to tell my story or build a brand or build a YouTube channel or build a social media or do a bunch of posting on social media. It wasn't available for us. But what I was taught is telling other people's stories. Like Jefferson said, some of you will be blown away by this, but I just don't give up. I'm not intelligent enough to quit. Did you hear that? I'm not intelligent enough to quit. I don't find all the reasons why not to do this. I just need one reason to do this. Now I can look at my wife, which I did back then. I look at my children. I look at my grandchildren. There's so many freaking reasons to do this. It's amazing. But my spiritual beliefs tell me the more I give, the more I get, which has worked for me. So I'm going to constantly be out there sharing other people's stories. So if some of you went to my Facebook page or any of my social media stuff, I'm sharing other people's stories. So when I got involved with MDC 7 years ago, it was Jenna's story that did it. Jenna Zweigel was this girl that gets involved with Josh Zweigel, and Josh had taught her with this system to make more money a month than I've ever made in my month. And Jefferson, again, thank you for all the accolades. But to be brutally honest, I'm all about what I did yesterday. I'm all about what I did in the last 3 months. Jefferson talks about a lot about being an athlete and walking up to somebody and saying, hey, you know what? I won a Super Bowl in 1960. That's an incredible accomplishment, but it's not as good as Hurt's story for the Philadelphia Eagles that won his first MVP and his first Super Bowl trophy. Now, I'm not being mean here. I'm not being mean. But if you're going to learn how to play football in 2025-26, should you learn from the guy that did it in 69 or the guy that did it in 2025? I'm telling you, the way that we do stuff is radically different. So here's my key of why I picked this company. It's 100% the owners. 100% the owners. You can do your own due diligence. I know this company has paid Robert Hollis and Terry Hollis and the Hollis family 3 times more money than any other company I could build with. Bottom line, I am about results. But if I was an athletic person and I would like to play on the Philadelphia Eagles or the Chiefs team right now, my odds of winning a ring is a lot higher than playing on the Lions. And some of you can go look at the record. It's, hey, if you lose in the playoffs, you didn't make it, right? Jefferson, the reason that I know that you're here, John's here, if people would use their common sense, right? You got to be asking yourself, why have these people that have been in the industry for 30 years, 20 years, I just thought about me, almost 40 years. When you hear people that have made the kind of income and had 2.6 million customers like a Jefferson Santos, you guys got to look at and say, why are they there? Jefferson and his incredible wife just got a plaque just this is $1 million earner. Why is Jefferson here? Why are the rest of these people here when they could be with any other company? And it really comes down to Josh and Jenna Zweigel. They're the most gracious people I've ever been with. And by the way, I've been with 19 companies. And as of 2 days ago, this is the company I've been with the longest. is 7 years. And the only reason I'm here is because Josh and Jenna continue to do exactly what they say they're going to do.
I love it. Yeah. It's great to be in the presence of someone and a couple that continue to push a vision that nobody else has seen before but them. And then they're building it and laying the tracks in front of the train, so to speak, as they build something that no other company's ever done. Right.
Right.
I think that's really important that everybody here that's watching and listening right now is that MDC is the first of its kind. Multiple brands under one umbrella, one compensation plan, paying out as much as it does. And that's the thing. Like, it's crazy how this compensation plan works. If I had this compensation plan in my previous project, I would have made 18 times more money or something.
You'd be in the same financial place as me and John are if you had this compensation plan.
I love it. So guys, Robert, any parting words, anything else you want to share with anybody that is ready to just rock and roll in March?
Rewatch this training over and over again. I know this is a cliche, but listening to Tenzin and Noah and Candace and the people that spoke here, I know this sounds funny, but it makes me want to sign up all over again. I'm like, when I watched Noah's little part that he did, I'm like going, what's that one? And you got mail. I'll take whatever he's having. But imagine all of us again were really honestly believed that we were nobodies when we heard about this industry. I didn't hear. Someone said, hey, have you heard of Amway? I didn't even know who the hell Amway is. On Amway's compensation plan, they did $8 billion last year. They've been in business for over 60 years, and they pay 1/8 of what MDC does. But guess what? They recruit more people than we do every year. Why? Because they have a bigger army out there telling people, hey, listen, would you like freedom? Would you like a little extra money? And they make them imagine. Noah said this as well, and so did John. Man, you got to help people with their imagination. So my parting words again is, we used to have this phrase, you got to have a why to make me cry. And then a lot of people talk about goals. And then a lot of people talk about vision. For a lack of vision, people perish. Here it is. It's imagination. Everything that you have that you love, you imagine first. You imagine first. And so my mentor said to me, hey, what if I endorse this $62,000 check over to you? I'll endorse it to you and you get to have it. What would you do with it? I go, oh my God, I'd pay my bills. I'd get out of debt. I want to buy a ring to propose to my girlfriend that's now been my wife for 40 years. I just went off on dreaming and imagination. And then he said the simple thing, Jefferson, hey, if you did those things, how would that make you feel? Isn't Maya Angelou the one that said it best? People will forget what we tell them. They'll forget what we show them, but they'll never forget the way you make them feel. And if anyone wanted to ask what my key to success was, is then my mentor did that to me, and John brought it up. If you're not excited, you need to watch something that gets you freaking excited. You got to build that vibration, that energy, and that thing of, wow, what it would be like? What would this be like? To be able to tell my job I'm not showing up anymore, to retire my spouse, to actually live in a place that you're not scared to live in. People all of a sudden said, wow, we send these Amazon packages, and then the porch pirates show up. Not in my neighborhood. They can't get past the 2 gates to get here, right? It's like, come on, man. And so you deserve the best in life. You deserve the freedom. When Jefferson talks about the dream trips, this whole industry is around you being able to afford to fly first class with you and the people that you love to places that you've never been to before. If there's anything I've done for my sons, it's that. Jefferson's sons. It's, man, where have you been? Can we give you a list of places that we haven't been yet? That's the best gift that I could give to my sons other than leading by example. But here's what my mentor told me. Robert, say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can, and get them in front of this video. Now, what would be a video? It could be any video that would get them interested. Let me say that again. Any video that will get them interested. For those of you that are pretty good with technology, you can go to my YouTube channel and listen closely. Steal every video you like. You don't have to promote mine. Steal every video. I want you to watch YouTube videos and go, oh my God, I'm excited. If it would excite you, why wouldn't it excite other people? You know what I mean? When Jefferson showed that video about a trip that him and his family have been on, was I the only one that seen that video and went, damn, I would love to do that for me and my family. I would love to go there. If you go out and try to explain to people what you felt in that video, you lose. You got to send that video. So I know if you search the internet for Jefferson Santos, you'll see even like Maddie Pips and John Herenzma and Candace. We have videos all over the internet that you watch them, you like them, they excite you, share them with others. In this industry, it's not about what you do, it's about what duplicates. You guys have to start doing things. And I'm the documentation beats conversation guy. If you've ever heard that phrase, here's my patent, here's my slogan mark, right there. Because my mentor, my billionaire mentor, Roger Penske, multi-billionaire, that's what he would say. As soon as our cars would win 1, 2, 3, he would go, documentation beats conversation. And I went, wow. So that's what I share. Make sure, listen, don't cut corners. We got to protect the house. Make sure you put income disclosures on stuff. Just don't post stuff, but put underneath there. I think income disclosure statements and trading risk makes it more enticing. The reason why is when I see that, I go, apparently they must be talking about making money because they had to put a disclaimer. Because people that don't put disclaimers, maybe that's fraud. But my mentor gave me that challenge, Jefferson. You're challenge oriented is the way I am. Sometimes people forget that. And he goes, listen, I made $10,000 my first month. I bet you can't get 70 people to watch this video. I go, you're freaking on. And I dragged him off the street. I didn't know anybody in California, except the 3 other mechanics that I worked with. But I was like, hey, do you know anyone that needs to make extra money? Why? What is this? Why? Are you interested? I don't know what it is. You got to watch this video. And that used to be a VHS tape. Listen, you guys, 72 people, I got to see the video. I did 2 more competitive. Out of those people, 11 people got involved. 6 of them made me a millionaire before 30, duplicating that same process. 7 years ago, I got into MDC. I went crazy on social media, sharing Jenna's story, not mine, Jenna's story. And I don't know how many, probably thousands of people I put a short video in front of. And 81 of them got involved in our first 2 weeks. I made 10,000 in our first 30 days and MDC. And a lot of you might be going, you had a whole group. Now, at that time, I'd been retired out of network marketing for about 5 years. But yeah, people still know, I get this phrase all the time, Robert, everything you touch turns to gold. And it's because my imagination makes it so. So Jefferson, back to you again. Such an honor to be on here.
Awesome, Robert. Thank you so much for sharing that wisdom with us. And there you have it, guys. The whole Super Saturday. Get some bonus time, some overtime for you guys. Thank you for all the speakers and all the trainers and all the testimonies and all the recognition, and especially all of you that have still here with your energy in the chats, cheering us on, learning, taking notes, all of that. And so, guys, it's March Madness time. It's time for us to literally rip the brake out, put another gas pedal in the car, and let's freaking rock this thing. I'm going to flash up the number one more time and play a different Dream Trips video to end with. You can stay in the chats and feel the energy as we wrap up today. And so with that said, everybody, there is the text number one more time. I'll leave it up there for one more second, and then I'm going to play another video as we wrap up. And so thank you so much, everybody, for jumping on today. It has been an amazing pleasure to hang out with you. And so I'm going to leave you with this on this Super Saturday today. So here we go, guys. Stay in the chat.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation.
Really excited for the Symphony of the Sea.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day, every single day, every single day. Everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do the shit and love it on a daily. Say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. But that ain't gonna be me, that ain't gonna be me. My brother called me up, said he saw me on TV. I said it wasn't easy, but right now I'm living breezy. Build this engine from the ground up, now my hands, they ain't so greasy, feel me? Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
Illuminate my future bright, so thankful for everything. Rejuvenating my inner light as I work hard for all I need. Open arms, embracing life and all of which you gave to me. Hard work, it pays off, I'm happy now, it's paying me. Close my eyes sometimes and feel as if I blow away. I love the life I live and enjoy the ride along the way. I'll make a living out of living, yeah, that's what I say. I got a light that would
I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Yeah, Van Gogh, my earlobe, I can't hear, I'm here though. I may be a weirdo, but this is my year, yo. My life may be crazy, my lack of the lazy has let me do shit that I love on the daily. Daily, daily, get to do the shit I love up on a daily. Daily, daily, everybody go and live your daydreams up. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it.